What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Paul Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka Big B Jizzle. Before we get started, before you get started, hit that like button as well as go through our Cash App, $ BJ Matthews, again, $BJ Matthews. Thank you for joining the Pull Up Basketball podcast today for LA Clipper Talk. Hit that like button, Cash App right here, $BJ Matthews, again, $BJ Matthews. As well as if you guys like to share and subscribe to Pull Up Basketball podcast, you can do so on our YouTube page or through our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that may have you. As well as um, we got a lot to talk about today. Give me about 2 minutes. We're going to get started. I'm gonna let some people get in here, but make sure y'all hit that like button as we are waiting for the rest of the people. So 1 second. All right, so we are back. Sorry about the delay, y'all. So we got a couple comments already from Cooley Figgins. Kawhi and PG have to play on a consistent basis. Andre, my man Bubba said Clippers really look horrible. All right, so we got our first couple comments. Make sure y'all hit that like button, get the rest of the people in there. Um, LA Clipper talk. We got recap some of the things that's going on. The Clippers right now are on a 5-game losing streak. They seem to not have to be on the same page as a team, as an organization, and the fan base is going pretty much bonkers right now. A lot of things that need to be figured out, and um, just a lot of things that need to be laid out, and a lot of stuff that we had to talk about today. Because my opinion is not only one thing. Right after watching this week of NBA talk and NBA basketball and the Clippers in general, it's a number of things. So I'm gonna need like one of these. This is gonna be one of these shows. I'm gonna need like some real time to break things down to y'all to really get y'all to understand where I'm coming from. And then after that, I will go ahead and let the people in, let y'all have y'all conversations and stuff and talk. But I need some time to really break this down. I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go, but it's gonna be authentic, raw, and real. All right. So let's go start off with the basics again, man. We got 4 games they played this week. They're on a 5-game losing streak, like I said, and they've lost the 4 games to the Pacers, to the Heat, to the Nuggets, and the Timberwolves. All right, the game above they lost to the Celtics last week, but they're on a 4-game losing streak this week, losing the game to the Pacers, which they should to the Nuggets, where they got blown out on, and then last night to the Timberwolves. All right, my man Hub, what's good? Herm, what's good? My guy, what's good? He says problems in the locker room. Melo Riley's laughing with the laughing emotions. All right, so they lose to the Pacers last week, which I felt that loss was on Ty Lue, because my thing is like he had the wrong rotations in. He allowed Tyrese Halliburton to basically cook Luke Kennard. And I want to bring this up because I don't think people realize this. Do y'all know who the Pacers head coach is? Um, Rick Carlisle, the guy who coaches the Indiana Pacers. Um, just something really dawned on me a few days ago after that game, because I was like, this type of thing, this looks familiar. Like I've seen this before. This what Tyrese Halliburton was doing to Luke Kennard and to Reggie Jackson. I said, I've seen this before somewhere. And then I realized what it was. I said, I've seen this with Luka Doncic to Patrick Beverly, and then he did it to also Ivica Zubac a couple seasons ago in the playoffs. I said, I've seen this before somewhere. And I said, wait a minute. Who was the coach of the Dallas Mavericks when they lost, or when Luka Doncic was doing this? And I said, Rick Carlisle was that coach of that team, of the Mavericks in 2021. He's the coach of the Indiana Pacers right now. So Tyrese Halliburton legitimately did what Luka Doncic did to Ivica Zubac and Patrick Beverly. All he did in that fourth quarter was basically call for a screen. And then when he called for a screen, Patrick Beverly or Ivica Zubac would be guarding Luka Doncic, which is pretty much what they call a weak link in basketball. So Ty Lue fell for that okey doke in the fourth quarter. Instead of what he should have done was went small. And so when Tyrese Halliburton would call for a screen or a pick, then you would have a guy like Terrence Mann on him. You have a Robert Covington on him. You would have a Kawhi Leonard on him. You have a Paul George on him. Or you have a not Nicholas Batum, but you'll have somebody athletic enough and long enough to be able to stay in front of Halliburton. But the fact that he had Reggie Jackson and Luke Kennard in the game, two liabilities on defense, the whole Kawhi or Paul George argument to grab Tyrese Halliburton was out the window, because all Halliburton was doing was calling for a pick. He would call Miles Turner for a pick, and he'll get the weak link to guard him. Right? And this is what he did to him a couple seasons ago. This is what Rick Carlisle did to Ty Lue the first two games. That's why we went down in that series. And I think nobody has mentioned this point but me, that this is the same coach that did the same thing to Ty Lue with the Pacers. This is the same dude. So that's why I even blame Ty Lue even more, because he fell for the okey doke. Right? Bad coaching. You didn't play Terrence Mann. You played Robert Covington for 9 minutes. You had Nicholas Batum out, but you played Marcus Morris for 29 minutes. Bad rotations. So Ty Lue gets the blame for that. The Miami Heat, they lose that game as well. Terrence Mann did not close out that game. He started the game for Kawhi Leonard, who was out with injury, but he did not finish with Terrence Mann. Right? That game was very winnable. Most of those games were very winnable games. Now, here comes the embarrassment. Y'all saw what happened on Thursday night, where the game was pretty much over at halftime. All right? The game was over at halftime. The Clippers could not make a shot. They could not throw a penny in the ocean. It was just a situation where it was all bad at that point. So what happened in that game? Well, it's a lot of things. You say who I blame for that loss. I blame the entire team, starting with Kawhi and Paul George, because the fact is, the matter is, you guys are the best players on the team, and you did not make any shots. And that's when Marcus Morris started clanking shots. Reggie Jackson started clanking shots. And then the rhythm was just off. The Nuggets were on fire, hitting threes, running the transition. Jamal Murray was destroying us, destroying Reggie Jackson on the other side of the ball. So instead of getting to the basket and taking advantage of, going downhill and trying to stop the game, slow the game down, they kept shooting long jumpers, and the shot was just not falling. Right? So at that point, it becomes a situation where now you're too far behind because you're on somebody else's home court. And that's where that blowout came from. Now, the problem is that Ty Lue took these guys out in the first half and did not let them come back and play in the second half. Right? So they threw in the towel in at the first half. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come in here. Hit that like button. Get the notifications out there. Appreciate y'all. Excuse me. They took out the first unit in the first half, right? Because the game was pretty much done at the first half, so they took them out. So here's my thing: I did not like that particularly because my thing is you gotta let these guys play, even though they're getting they asses kicked. They have to somehow get through this situation. Now, Ty Lue did say before that game he was going to change the lineups, right? He was going to split up that three guard lineup with John Wall, Luke Kennard, and Norman Powell, right? He said it's something we got to continue to keep looking at and finding different ways to try to split those guys up because we all know we need all three of those guys. So he split these guys up for the Denver Nuggets game. He played Rocco more minutes, which I did like. I did enjoy watching Rocco. I think Rocco, again, like I predicted, brings things to this team that cannot be replaced. He brings defensive awareness. He's a high IQ player, and when his shot is falling, which is I think is going to start falling very soon, he's going to be very vital to this team, like a Nicholas Batum. But like I was saying, uh, he asked how I asked Tyler Lue what the Clippers can do to make John Wall lines more positive. This is one of the reporters for the Clippers. He said that's my job to help those guys in every way I can. It's not their fault at all. I take full responsibility for that, and just something we can continue to keep looking at. Now, see, I'm gonna get into John Wall in a minute because I got something to say for you casuals out there who wanted to blame John Wall for everything and make it seem like it was all his fault, right? But nonetheless, they get blown out by the Denver Nuggets at home or in Denver, and they take the stars out. Now, Kawhi Leonard has something to say after that loss to the Denver Nuggets, right? He has something to say about that loss to the Denver Nuggets on Thursday, that embarrassing loss, probably one of the worst losses I've seen the Clippers ever face, honestly, in the Kawhi Paul George era. Just being honest, both guys playing. Paul George shouldn't have been out there playing because his hamstring obviously couldn't get no separation, could not get to the basket. Just all in all, shouldn't have been out there, right? And Kawhi just was missing point blank shots he usually makes. You know what I'm saying? Shots did not fall for the Clippers. You have games like that where your shot is just not falling. But if your shot is not falling as a team, the way you kill that momentum, you have to drive to the basket and try to get to the line. Because if you keep missing shots and they keep making shots, all you're doing is lengthening the lead out, right? But Kawhi said something after the game on Thursday after Ty Lue took the starters out and what he thinks the problem is. So as it says, and as such, Kawhi Leonard didn't hesitate to point out what the Clippers must do to snap their current four-game losing streak. Speaking with reporters after disrupting 122-91 loss that perhaps wasn't as close as the scoreline suggests, Leonard called out the Clippers for playing too much one-on-one basketball. Right? This is what his quote said. He said, we have to play harder, play faster, play smarter, move the basketball. It's a lot of hero basketball going on. Leonard said, per Andrew Grief of the Los Angeles Times. Now, pay attention to what Kawhi said. He said, play harder. Well, that's something that can't be replaced. You have to play hard. Effort has to be there no matter what. Whether you're getting beat by 30, you're up by 30, you have to give the effort at all times. Play faster. When have you guys ever heard Kawhi Leonard say play faster? When have you ever heard Kawhi Leonard say? I thought this was a half-court player. I thought this was a guy who just stays in the half court and just operates on one-on-one. I thought that's what it was. Salute Mike Clippers down bad. Appreciate the comment. Salute Dejan Mercy. What's good, brother? What's good? But back to the quote. When have y'all ever heard Kawhi Leonard say play faster? Who do y'all think he was talking about when he said play faster? I'm going to see if y'all read between the lines and can answer that question. Who on the Clippers do you feel that Kawhi Leonard feels they can help them when he said play faster? Play smarter. Who do you think he's calling out when he's saying play smarter? Who do you think he's calling out when he says play smarter? I just want to give y'all a trivia. Who do y'all think he's talking about play smarter and move the basketball? Ty Lue, I agree. Ty Lue, Reggie Jackson, yes. Ty Lue and Reggie Jackson, yes. Now, Herm and whoever wants to answer this, who's the guy who you said play faster? Who's the person that when he says play faster? Again, Kawhi Leonard, I've never heard him say play faster on the court. But what he is, he's a high IQ player. He knows when something ain't working. So what do you think he's saying when he said play faster? Bingo. I don't know why it took so many people. I don't know what the hell is wrong with some of these Clipper fans out here. I really don't. You know what? When people say the Clipper fan base is delusional, I kind of get and understand what they're talking about. Some of y'all have no IQ whatsoever. At all. Y'all, a lot of you guys came into my comment section was blaming John Wall for all this stuff that was going on with the lineups, saying he was on a plus minus and all this other nonsense, instead of looking at the fact what he does to this team. Instead of looking at the real problem, which was Reggie Jackson, y'all blame John Wall. Even though this man is averaging 11.5 points per game and having 5.2, now 5.3 assists per game, leading the Clippers with limited minutes. He's only playing 22 minutes a game. You got starters that don't even average that. We're 25th in assists and we're 28th in offense. Bro, we're 25th. That means we don't have a guy to actually lead the offense. Oh, BJ, Paul George is the point guard. Really? So let me ask y'all a question. Why do y'all think Paul George keeps getting hurt with these little injuries? Why do y'all think he keeps getting hurt with this hamstring, his hip, his something's always tweaking with PG? PG's never, and let me also put this out here. Paul George has never been this injury-prone player. If you go and look at his every single year of his career, except from the year he messed up his leg, bro, Paul George was playing 70, 75 games a year. When he's with OKC, his MVP year, he played 75 games with Russell Westbrook, who was the real point guard of that team. When he played with the Indiana Pacers, George Hill was the point guard. Why do y'all think PG keeps getting hurt? It's because they got too many hats on this guy. They want him to be the playmaker. They want him to play defense. They want him to score the ball. Bro, when you got an elite point guard like John Wall on the team, why in the hell do y'all want him to continuously bring the ball up the court? Why? That makes no sense. They had this man playing center against the Indiana Pacers, man. When I saw that, I turned the TV off. I'm sorry. That's just bad coaching. So, last night, the Clippers played the Timberwolves last night, and I want y'all to look at the numbers. So, the boxes represent Reggie Jackson and John Wall's numbers. Reggie Jackson gets 18 minutes, goes 1 for 9 from the field, has legitimately goes 0 for 2 from the 3, has 3 assists, and has 2 points. But look at what John Wall did when he actually got real minutes. He had 26 minutes. And really, that's not even really starting minutes, right? That's still a little bit too low. He had 6 for 12 from the field. He had 14 points, 8 assists. And really, he should have had more assists, but guys missed shots. Guys dropped the ball. And if you watch the game, he was getting downhill and he was attacking the basket, something that Reggie Jackson does not do. So Ty Lue, actually, I give him credit because he left John Wall, actually let him play. Facts. John Wall barely plays. Reggie takes all his minutes. But here's the funny thing, Mike. John is still averaging more assists than anybody else on the team. And he's averaging the same amount of points that Reggie Jackson's averaging. So what does that tell you? That a man can still average more assists than you, and he's playing 7 minutes less than you, but he averages the same amount of points as you. What does that say about you? Look at the. Are we really trying to make a decision or trying to make a conversation who's better between Reggie Jackson? Look at this shit. 5 All-Star games, John Wall, Reggie Jackson 0. Playoff games, playoffs played, John Wall has 4, but Reggie Jackson has 6. They both have the same amount of years, but look at the other the statistics. John Wall, 1 All NBA team, Reggie Jackson 0. John Wall, 1 defensive team, Reggie Jackson 0. Look at the points per game, rebounds per game, assists. Still, like he doesn't beat them out in anything. Are we really having a discussion who's better? You can't be serious right now. I have people this season saying Reggie Jackson should be starting over John Wall. Okay, why do you say that? Because he has more chemistry with Kawhi and Paul George. Okay, where's this chemistry leading us right now? We have lost 5 straight games, man, in a row. We lost 5 straight games in a row, y'all. This isn't working. What they're doing. And from what I'm hearing from different people, they're saying that there's some tension in that locker room. My man Herm just said I've been hearing from different people on different streams as well. And I can just understand the locker room when it's tense, bro. And people and players know when there's some favoritism going on and they're not rocking with that. People understand that team who should be starting at the point guard position. And no, it's not Terrence Mann. Now here's the thing about T-Man. I love Terrence Mann. I love his game. I love his makeup. I love his determination to get boards and rebounds. Make sure y'all keep hitting that like button for your boy. Hit that like button. I love his tenacity, his competitiveness, but he's not a point guard, man. He's not. And he doesn't need to play. He doesn't need to start to make an impact on this team. All you have to do is give him 25 to 30 minutes a game. Let him come off that bench and let him be a high IQ player, energy guy, defensive. But he can't average. He can't give you no 14-8 like John Wall can give you. He can't lead an offense, a championship. That's not what Terrence Mann is. He can't handle that response. That's not what he is, and we don't need him to do that. We need him to play his role, which he's great at, which is him to actually get rebounds, play defense, shoot the open three, all that. Salute, bro. What's good, Lil Rock? What's up, man? Heat Nation will take and oh yeah, epic plays. Now you want John Wall. I thought he was trash. I thought he was trash. Uh, but again, man, like we have to understand something, bro. Like I love Terrence, but he ain't the answer. The answer is right in front of bro. John Wall is the answer. I don't understand why people are so hesitant to give this man an opportunity, like 5 or 10. I don't understand. What did he do so bad for people that be thinking that he's just written off? Because he didn't play last year when he was perfectly healthy. He averaged I think 20-7 with the Rockets, and that was with a bad team. And he's been playing with a lot of people was blaming him for this 3 guard line. I'm like, bro, look, I told Showtime, I said, bro, look at the lineup you're putting them with. You're not even putting them with the top talent. Put him with Kawhi and PG. Put him with the top talent on this team. And then you can evaluate him fairly, but don't put him with the second group and then say, "Oh, he's the pro." No, he's not. He's a product of having to deal with not having the assistance to get off the way he needs to get off. He's never been a bench player, dude. This Kawhi said play faster. When did you ever say Kawhi say play faster? I've never seen Kawhi. If anybody got that quote, bring it up and put it on here or show me. I've never seen Kawhi say play faster. That's reading between the lines that they know the player they're missing is right in front, which is John Wall. Now, um, let me get off of that. Let me get some of these comments. To be honest, I don't know, bro. I don't know why you guys, Pagan. What else does he need to do? What does he need to do? How do you not know he's not the bro? He's look at his numbers with garbage minutes. You gotta give him reps, bro. You gotta give him at least 10 games to get a feel. If you give him a 10-game feel, then I promise you, if you get him with the starters, he will figure it out. But you gotta give him the reps, bro. You gotta give him the time. But let me go into the next sequence, bro. And Little Rock, I wasn't talking about you. I know you know your basketball, but I'm talking about some of these other Clipper fans who just dogging John Wall out, blaming him for everything. I'm talking about them. Um, Another issue I'm looking at is like I saw one of the most despicable things I think I've ever seen in NBA basketball when I read this before the game last night against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I saw one. This is one of the most despicable, shameful things I think I've ever seen when it comes to this basketball stuff. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are both out for the Clippers tonight versus the Wolves. Now, the reason why I have such a horrible because y'all saw what happened against the Nuggets on Thursday and how bad that beating was. He took the first group out. Ty Lue did, right? So if you took the first group out for the first half and didn't play in the second half, that means they didn't really play a full game. They rested the second half and they were perfectly fine to play the next game. Usually people that do that look forward for the next game. So I said, okay, Paul George, I understand if he don't play because he's got that hamstring injury. Like rest him for next week. It's a little tricky. But why in the world are they still what was Kawhi? This low management thing, man. When I saw Kawhi's name here, I'm like, I'm gonna lose it. I'm really gonna lose it. For one, we could have won that game last night with Kawhi there, which is, by the way, we've moved down the standings to number 7. We were number 6, now we're 7. So now we're in a playing situation. Now we're in a playing situation right now. We went from 6, and look who just passed us. This Golden State team, which was terrible at the beginning of the year, now has passed us because we have let them back in the race. And as bad as we playing, bro, we still the difference is only like 5 games from us in Denver. 5, 6 games. But now we have moved back down to the 7th spot. And I have to blame a lot of this stuff that's going on this low management. And it's not just Kawhi. Luke Kennard is out for the minute because he was this right calf soreness. Now, this is the same calf that was bothering him a few weeks ago. You got Ty Lue still going with the same starting lineups instead of actually putting the right people in the starting lineups. And when I say the right people, I'm saying taking Reggie Jackson out and putting John Wall in, and possibly taking Marcus Morris out and putting Robert Covington or Nicholas Batum in. I'm not. And let me also say this. And I'm gonna leave that for later. But I say definitely you gotta take Reggie Jackson out. So when you mix that in, the coaching staff and the medical staff, what I'm starting to understand with this Clip organization, you got a lot of people think they're smarter than what they really are. That's what it comes down to. You got a lot of people in this organization thinking they're smarter than what they really are. What do I mean by that? Well, again, can somebody pull out the information or pull out the fact or some type of research that if you play too much, you're more prone to injury? Can somebody please pull that out? Piece of information out? Because last time I checked, You're prone to injury when you sit around and don't do nothing and don't stay active. When you actually do move around, actually be active, you're less prone to injury. Think of it like going to the gym. When you guys go to the gym and work out, y'all feel much better about yourself and your body, right? Vice versa, you sitting around the house eating and getting fat and whatever, you feel worse. It's not when you work out and you actually are active, you actually are more less prone to injury. That's just the human body, how it works. We got all this technology, we got all this medicine, all this science, but more guys are getting hurt than ever. It doesn't make sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense. That's telling me it's something going on with the training habits and there's something going on with how they're really using these players, because this sitting out here and there is just not working. Kawhi sitting out a game where he didn't even play the whole game. He sits out, and I'm not. And this is how you know this is now. This isn't called Kawhi Leonard doing this. This is the medical staff. They holding Kawhi Leonard out. They holding Luke Kennard out. John Wall still can't play back to back. So when somebody comes in here like that capping ass nigga Ticket keeps talking about that Kawhi Leonard is the reason why they are not that he doesn't want to play. He's always singling them out. Make sure you tell him that they're doing the same thing to John Wall. They're doing the same thing to Luke Kennard. So it's not just him. Man, hell, they somewhat doing to Nicholas Batum. Being overly cautious with everything. To the point where now what I'm seeing is we don't have no real chemistry. And that's why we dropping these games. See, this is when you can say, oh, dropping these games can hurt you in the long run, because the race is so close in the West that every game if we're losing, we're missing the opportunity to jump ahead. The fact that we lost 5 games and we're in the 7th spot should show you how tight the West is and how you can just lose your spot like that. Phoenix is right behind us. Portland's like everybody's just even if you go to the 11th and 12th seed, like the Lakers and the Timberwolves are and the Thunder are all right there as well. Us giving up these games, bro, like this, bro, is going to hurt us in our seeding. It's going to hurt us down the line because and head-to-head matchups as well when we keep losing to these marquee teams. Right? I want to play a clip right quick to let y'all see one of the players talking about this load management and who it is that actually is the cause root of him sitting out certain games. So it's going to be a minute video. So y'all take a seat and hit that like button for you. Appreciate y'all coming in here.
Where do you feel like you're at right now as far as the recovery process? Because obviously the team is looking for a couple months to be where they want to be. What does that mean for you?
Oh, first of all, I'm a kid. I'm not like, there ain't no recovery process for me. It's just the program, the plan they got for me. Like I was fully healthy last year, I just didn't play because of the situation. So I'm not like on a recovery process. It's like different from why, but just from the medical staff and the coaching staff. That's the plan they got for me, and I'm just sticking to whatever script they have for the longevity and long-term picture. But I feel great. Other than me shooting free throws like Shaq, that's pissed me off. But other than that, I feel good. Like I got my speed, I got my rhythm. Just coming in, just trying to play the right way, push the pace for these guys. Like I said, just try to get us fast break points and push the pace and keep the flow going in our game. I think a lot of times we start off kind of slow and get stagnant, and we just get to playing one-on-one, and which we try to get away from, but try to keep the ball moving from side to side.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.
All right, so that was John Wall speaking about his situation with the load management. And he basically came out and said that it's not something that he wants to do. It's a program that the medical staff, but also keyed in what he said, the coaching staff. So who's part of the coaching staff? Who's the guy in the coaching staff? This dude right here, Tyronn Lue. So this is where I'm about to go in on Tyronn Lue. And and people making excuses for him saying it's not all on him. That's BS. That's bullshit. This guy knows who's playing before every single game. He's part of this whole decision making with guys sitting out of these games. So for people to say, well, Tyronn Lue don't have his full roster, you don't know who's going to, man, that's bullshit. Because you heard what John Wall said, the coaching staff and medical staff are they're all into this. They have set a routine plan for these guys for the entire year to follow. And Tyronn Lue is involved in it. So he thinks, and this is what I'm saying, people think they're smarter than what they actually are. He thinks that sitting these guys out is intelligent and smart instead of actually letting them play and get real chemistry amongst the team. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I'm going to be honest. I ain't never seen nothing like this in NBA basketball. I can't even remember nothing like this. Honestly, I can't. To think it's smart to leave your guys out, to not get no real camaraderie and chemistry, and think that's going to somehow work. Appreciate y'all coming here, man. I'm going to go through the comments after I'm finished with this. I'm going to let y'all in. But Ty Lue's a part of this. So he's actually sabotaging himself. From the lineups that you making out here, and then you co-sign this nonsense saying you think it's best for these guys to miss games, miss back-to-backs. You're sabotaging yourself. I don't feel bad for Tyronn Lue. Oh, he has too much. Bro, when you have too much of, okay, let's put this in perspective, bro. Would y'all rather have too much money or not enough money? I want to see if this is gonna make sense for y'all. Would y'all rather have too much money or not enough money? Would you rather be rich or broke? Would you rather have too much food or not enough food? Would you rather have too many clothes or not any clothes? Would you rather live in a nice big house, where it's kind of lonely, it's just by yourself? Would you rather be on the street, find out when your next meal is going to be? My point is with this, because people keep saying he has too much debt, bro. Bro, when you say you have too much, that's a good problem to have. And if you have too much debt, then all that means is you still should be able to have a good enough record to be successful, because if you have too much of anything, all you do, it's never going to be like it's going to be a detriment to you. It's not going to be something where it's going to be a negative towards you because you have enough. It's going to probably get to a point where some people ain't going to be happy, but it still should be able to produce results. If you have all this depth and talent, you should be able to win games just based off of that. But from what I'm seeing is we losing games even with more talent. Last season, we beat a lot of good teams. We beat the Nets. We beat the Nuggets. We came back from 25-point leads, 30-point leads, 35-point leads. How in the world are we coming out from all these leads when we got our two best players back? Can somebody answer me that question? How is it that we got our full team back, but yet we're losing a lot of these games? We were on a 7-game winning streak at one point, y'all. A 7-game winning streak. I think we've only been on a 3-game winning streak so far. But everybody kept saying, wait till we get our full squad back. Wait till we get our full team back. Everything's going to be fine. Now I'm hearing people say, well, it's just too much for Ty Lue. I'm like, bro, which one is it? Which one is it? Bro, that's not true. John Wall's the elite playmaker. John Wall's the elite playmaker. He's just not playing him enough minutes, and that's what I'm going back to. We're losing these, and I'm gonna let y'all in after this. I asked one of my friends, who do you think the Clippers' what do you think the Clippers' biggest problem? They said that they're beating themselves, and that's the truth. They're beating themselves. John Wall's averaging 11.5 points per game with 5.2 assists per game, age 30, and that's with him getting 22 minutes a game. John Wall's a career average 20-9 guy. He's an elite playmaker. Those he's in company with only like I think 4 or 5 of the guys. But the problem is Ty Lue does not play him. And even though the two best players are not there all the time, they're there enough where you still should have a better record than 21-19. My point is this. Last season, we were more of a team that was more knit together, and we didn't have none near the depth or talent that we have now. The fact of the matter is that he can't manage the talent. So it looks like he has too much depth, is having too much problem. That's what it looks like because Ty Lue can't manage it. He's not exactly, David. That's the problem. It's not the fact that there's too much. It's the fact that Ty Lue cannot manage the talent correctly. So now it looks like, oh, we have too much talent. No, 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 no. If you have too much of talent, all you gotta do, if you got a person who can manage it, then it's not a detriment. But if you can't management, then yeah, it looks like a detriment. But again, like I said, it's a lot of things going on with the Clippers. Now, my final thoughts is this. I know the Clippers are going to get it together. I know they're going to come out of this. They got a 5-game home stretch right now. But my only thing is that the fact that we're in this position right now is actually, to me, alarming because my thing is, why did it take all this for us to shake out of this mess? And now we're in a position he put us in that we're gonna have to fight out this hole. And the thing about the Clippers though is they're kind of weird. Like when their backs are against the wall, that's when they seem to perform the most. And when they get the favorite title, whatever, they seem to somewhat play around with it. Hey, Sturdy, what's good, man?
So give me a second.
Go ahead. Let me look at some of y'all comments, man.
Oh, salute, bro. Thanks for having me on, BJ. I just want to say a few things. I'm not saying Ty Lue is completely absolved because there's the team offense does need to be optimized, but let's not dismiss certain factors, right? One, the same way he gets blamed for how the team is playing offensively, he has to get the credit on how the team improved defensively. So let's get that out the way. Number two, too much of anything in life can be lethal. Too much air, you can die. Too much water, you can drown. Too much of anything can kill you. Too little of anything can kill you. You need a balance. And just like in a team sport, you need a balance of responsibilities, play style, as well as not just minutes rotation. As I do appreciate you playing the clips of John Wall, other players giving their perspective on the minutes, but there's also interviews and clips of play of the same team expressing undefined roles. When your two best players are wing players and they're not playing majority of the game, people need to have defined roles. Now, I do agree it's up to the coaching staff to develop an offensive system that can deal with those types of particular issues, knowing that your star players are injury prone. However, you also got to take into account that same system that got to be developed have to have the personnel to have said system. So when people say you have too much, it's not so much too much of depth because of course depth is important, especially in today's era. It's more so too much of the same responsibility. How many guys are quote unquote 3-and-D wings on that team? There's not a lot of, well, I say elite playmakers. I'm saying John Wall can't be your only team consistent elite playmaker, even if you do give him district minutes. Great offense is just, unless you have a heliocentric, once in a lifetime type of talent, you need multiple playmakers for your offense to be that. So simply put, if I had to divide the percentage up in terms of the Clippers success overall, I give 70% of the credit to Ty Lue because for a guy who does have a reputation, a championship coach who does have a reputation of being a quote unquote player coach, defensive minded player coach, he's kind of doing his part. You guys are the 6th seed. Y'all still in the playoff. Y'all the 6th seed when 2 of y'all best players haven't been playing majority of the season. There's some teams I can't say that about. So I don't. This it's a weird panic. I understand the expectations for the Clippers is to win a championship. Won't happen. But and I understand the future assets this team has is 0. So the need for a championship is volatile. I get it. It's important. But the state of panic, I don't understand it. You guys are still a playoff team when y'all best players have not played on a consistent basis. You guys are still, I believe, still in the top 10 in defense is a major proof from the beginning of the season. What's the panic?
Okay, so I mean, to me, it's not more panic; it's more irritation. This because I think the Clippers are being themselves. Like you're right. You said that basically it's no, they're still a top tier team without their 2 best players most of the season. That just goes to show you how great the team is.
I didn't say top tier. I said top 10 defense.
Okay, well, they're still in this. They're still in the playoff race without their top 2 players, and you said that you can't find another team that can do that. So that right there shows you how much talent and depth we have. So when you say that the Clippers got to give credit to Tyler Rue on defense, well, that's the point. They're getting all these 3D guys. These 3D guys, you really can't have too many 3D guys. And the 3D guys we have is Nicholas Batum, Robert Covington, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Rocco. That's it. So you got 2 rotations of each. Like you can't really have too many.
How many playmakers do you have on a consistent basis to set up those 3 and D guys?
Well, playmakers, you can get Paul George and John Wall. Paul George is a playmaker. John Wall is a playmaker. And like I said, John Wall is in a class where he's averaged 20 and 9 his career. That is something where you only have about 5 other guys who've done that.
Hold on. You said what's the key word there? You said average, verb, past tense, ed.
He can still do it. He just did okay, but you got to remember, he just did it even after the injury. He averaged 20 and 7 with the Houston Rockets. He's averaging 11 and 5 right now, and he's doing it off for 22 minutes. So he still has the capability. Even if you get hurt, your mindset as a point. He's a natural point guard, so that's not going away.
So you think having 2 playmakers is a good enough ratio to have a good enough offense with all those 3 need guys? Because those 3 need guys need to get set up offensively.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say John Wall needs to be the starter.
So your answer is 2 playmakers is enough.
Hold on. The problem. This is the simple problem. This is the problem. The fact is that this is why I blame Ty Lue for a lot of this stuff. Reggie Jackson is responsible for a lot of the problems as far as the lineups and not playing John Wall. Because what's happening is it's affecting other problems. Now you're depending on Paul George to be your playmaker or be your point guard. They don't need Paul George to be the point guard. They need him to be the wing. That's why he keeps getting all these injuries, these knickknacks, because he got too many hats for this guy. You want to be the playmaker. You want to be playing defense. You want to be at least – there's too many hats on one dude. So you have to take some of the responsibility off of him and bring John Wall. And the problem with Reggie Jackson, he can't play make. If he's not hitting shots or he's not scoring, he's not worth nothing. He's not worth much. So if you constantly put in John Wall on the bench and not starting him, you're not giving PG giving him no time to rest. You're not giving Kawhi Leonard's job easier. If Ivica Zubac, if the screen and roll with John Wall would be lethal. John Wall would sit up Marcus Morris with a lot of open threes. He affects every one of those players if he's on the court. But you keep putting him in the second unit with Norman Powell, Luke Kennard, Terrence Mann, those guys who are not as elite as the first group. That's why we keep getting behind in these games. We keep starting off these games so slow. And Kawhi Leonard pointed that out in that quote when he said we have to play faster. When have you ever heard Kawhi Leonard say we have to play faster? Who do you think he was talking about? I've never heard Kawhi Leonard say play faster. So that
I'm assuming. Okay, let's just play the game because whatever. Start John Wall, the pace increases. Then what? You still got to account for those other factors, like I'm trying to allude to. See, if the goal for the Clippers is to win a championship, it ain't just simply starting John Wall and giving John Wall minutes is the end all be all solution. It's not even half.
It's the
That's why
start.
I keep
It's the
so
start.
so when I say you have there's other issues in terms of too much personnel, too much responsibility, that means you have a surplus of assets that you can trade to get things specific for matchups in the playoffs, because that's what it's about. The reason why the Clippers keep getting carved up like a turkey on Thanksgiving against teams like the Nuggets is because they can't match up against playmaking bigs like Joker. The reason why they're not going to do well against a healthy Warriors team because they don't have the bigs to match the interior presence on a foul by foul basis.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. The Warriors don't have no size inside to match up. The Warriors don't have size, and the Nuggets, when we faced the Nuggets last year, we matched up fine. In reality, we matched up better with them last season.
Last season when Jamal Murray and not as much depth was on the team, you matched up well with them. So, but this year, we all know it's getting a lot of 2020 vibes for obvious reasons, for matchup specific reasons. So, if I think it's the goal for the Clippers to win a championship, simply starting John Wall and increasing the pace and praying and hoping your two best players play on a consistent basis, I think it needs to be done more. It's not the same league from last year, not even close.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. So what do you think the Clippers' weaknesses are? Because what do you think what is the weakness the Clippers have?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. The first major weakness is there's no offensive system and development. There's not, in my opinion, there's not enough playmaking personnel outside of Paul George's spurts and let's just play with this answer of John Wall. Who else is going to, on a consistent basis, create for others?
Terrence Mann.
Wow.
Kawhi Leonard creates for others. Hold on. Kawhi Leonard creates for others. You don't need a bunch. All playmaking is setting up your teammates to get a better shot. That's all playmaking is. And when you look around the league, you don't need to have multiple playmakers. The Clippers that's not their issue, is playmaking. Their issue is, number one, is going through coaching. First of all, the offense. You don't have no real set plays for this offensive team. If you're not going to start John Wall, you got to have actual plays to run to get these type of players actually on play actions and things of that nature. But when you have John Wall running the point, you don't need to have set plays. You know why? Because he's an offense within himself, because he's going to get you open shots. And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying the Clippers' issues is very simple to fix. It's right there on the bench. But Ty Lue is not utilizing the pieces that he needs to utilize. Now, the games, there's been games I blamed Kawhi Leonard, like that Nuggets game. I blamed him because he was, he was just terrible offensively. Boston, I felt like he should have took over in that fourth because I felt he was the best player on the court.
Wait. You blame that whole Nuggets game? You blame the reason y'all got smoked by the Nuggets solely on Kawhi?
No, I said starts with Kawhi. I'm not saying it's all on. I'm saying it's a team group, but he is the best player. So I have to put blame on Kawhi Leonard for that. I put blame on Kawhi Leonard against the Boston Celtics because I felt like if he had just been a little bit more selfish, I'm going to put it like that, they would have won that game because nobody could stop him. There was no one on the Celtics that could stop Kawhi. But he stopped himself, giving the ball up, being too unselfish, and not looking to kill. So there's games I blame the players, but you damn sure better believe that Ty Lue has ducked off a lot of these games. That Pacer game, all on him. You had the Tyrese Halliburton thing. All what happened is that coach, Rick Carlisle, ran the same thing that Luka Doncic did to the Clippers 2 years ago, which was call a screen and have the weakest defender guard the ball handler and they take over that matchup. That's why that whole excuse Kawhi Leonard, Paul George should have took him would have been pointless because all Tyrese Halliburton was doing was calling the weakest person to come guard him. And you know the Clippers switch everything. So that's fine if you're going to switch, but you got to have the right personnel to switch. If you're going to switch like that, all 5 guys got to be able to guard. You can't have weak links on the court, or else it's not going to work. So that's all on Ty Lue.
What you're saying, so hold on. So what you're saying for those Zach personnel, right? What you're saying is the Clippers can probably trade to get more personnel that you're describing.
No, they have it. He's not using it.
Oh,
you didn't play Robert Covington more than 9 minutes against the Pacers. You didn't play Terrence Mann for 5 minutes, but you played Reggie Jackson for 30-plus minutes, and you played Luke Kennard. You have the personnel. The Clippers have literally this owner, Steve Ballmer, has spent more money than almost any NBA owner in the league on this roster. But the fact of the matter is, I'm watching these games. Ty Lue is not doing right by giving these minutes and spreading them around. You have the personnel. That's why I'm saying we don't really need to make any trades. We're fine.
Y'all match up well with everybody in the West.
Hold on. I'm gonna let Young Africa go. Then I'll come back to you, Sturdy. Go ahead, Young Africa. What's up, bro?
What up, my guy BJ Sturdy? What's up? You know what time it is, man. Pull up. Hey, I've been trying to tell this brother Sturdy. I've been trying to tell him all season long, man. Hey, if your best players aren't playing at a high level, and I said this many times, if Kawhi ain't top 5, your team don't have a chance, bro. And I don't think he's gonna be that. He hasn't been that yet. And he ain't going to be that, I don't think, when the playoffs come around. And I told you, BJ, when the don't even worry about the playoffs. There's 40 games left in the season. And these guys got to play the majority. And I'm talking about PG and Kawhi. They got to play the majority of these games for you to get a solidified top 6 seed. And that ain't looking likely by the way Kawhi missing every second game out here and chilling. And so this man, BJ, my brother, thinks that John Wall is the answer to all your problems, man. And I want to ask Sturdy this. John Wall, if you give John Wall the ball, and BJ acted like is Washington Wizards John Wall, prime John Wall, but if you give the ball to John Wall, a ball-dominant guy that's dribble heavy, he can push the transition, he can help in pace and transition offense. But if you give John Wall the ball, doesn't that mean you got to change the whole offense and have your 2 best players off the ball? Isn't that what that means?
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that what that means? I've been trying to tell you.
You do have to. I'm not gonna say you. Not gonna say you have to change it completely, but you do have to adjust. And there does have to be a little more off ball actions, especially in regards to Paul George and Kawhi, to get them in their spots more efficiently.
Exactly.
What's not going to change is when the game slows down the playoffs and becomes more of a half-court game. And you have a guy like John Wall who's not a consistent 3-point shooter, and you go against teams like efficient, smart teams like the Nuggets, like the Warriors, like real talk, like the Grizzlies. Like you have those types of teams that's in your way in the same conference as you, with the current personnel and not a guarantee of your 2 best players being there going to be at their optimal best. There's a lot of question marks, and I do agree with you, Africa. Like John Wall will definitely help, but you don't fix a hole in a boat with a Band-Aid.
Exactly.
But it starts. First. Let me answer Young Africa's question. First off, I told you this, bro. First of all, how did he look last night?
He looked all right. Again, he looked okay. Okay. He
ain't no okay. No. Time out. We not gonna give soft credit out here. Hold on. We ain't giving him soft credit. We're not doing that.
It was a blowout.
The man had 4. Hold on. Stop talking. No, stop. The dude have 14 points, 8 assists, and have 1 turnover. And the fact of the matter is that when he looking into the game, when you watching it, it was easy to see he's the actual point guard. And guys got open shots. Guys were getting more involved. The energy was picking up. Vice versa, Reggie Jackson in the game, he's stagnant as hell. Can't get to the basket, shooting them long threes, goes 1 for 9 from the field. Right? So that's number 1. Number 2, Sturdy, you said that he's a bad 3-point shooter?
Yeah, below average.
Okay. So this is his 3-point average the last, 11 games? on the bottom right corner.
We're doing 11 game sample size now. That's
No,
what we're
no. One
doing
of my
now.
point is you're putting so much emphasis on this going to be such a detriment, but I don't think you understand. This ain't Ben Simmons.
Damn, look at that field goal percentage. Damn, it looked like Ben Simmons. Damn, 37% from the
That's
field.
No,
cool.
no.
You
Hey,
said
that's
three.
no, but
You said,
no,
but
no.
hold
And
on.
BJ,
This is the point though. I'm trying to make. You're saying to sit there and say you're gonna sag off John Wall the whole series, just let him shoot threes.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that's not gonna be the game plan. At some point, he's gonna start hitting threes. He's not gonna be an elite 3-point shooter, but he can hit timely shots.
Is it gonna beat you?
He doesn't have to beat you. When you got Kawhi and Paul George on the court, they don't have to beat you. In the half court offense, it's not just 3-point shooting that matters. You get into the basket and penetrating and kicking to open shooters is what his role is going to primarily be. That's
I just got
part
a
of half
question.
court offense.
I got a question for you, BJ. In that second half, when he played and he played so well, did he play with Kawhi and PG?
What, yesterday?
Yeah.
No,
Them 8 assists, 1 turnover.
okay, cool.
Exactly.
What happens when he does play with them?
He
So
can't
you're
be
thinking
that
know.
guy. That's what I'm
you
trying to say.
thinking
He can't be.
no, you don't, because you ain't even seen him play, bro. If you play with better
Exactly.
players, you play better. You don't play
No,
worse if
no, no,
you're
no,
you
no,
don't
no. Not all the
you're looking
time.
at
Not
you're
all the
looking
time. I'm a
no
Laker
no
fan. Westbrook.
time out.
Don't equal the same.
Bro, I'm telling you from a basketball player standpoint. When I play with players who actually match my skill level, my game rises. It doesn't decrease.
Man,
John Wall and Paul George are prime wing players. If they got a guy making their job easier, giving them the ball, that's going to be a positive. You second it like it's going to be a negative. They got to change the offense around. Bro, all that's going to happen is him pushing the pace and feeding guys to hit open shots. That's not an
exactly.
offense. That's transition basketball. That's
First
all
off,
that is.
you said we don't even need to run plays, and we can just give John Wall the ball and he gonna create shots. That's the exact reason why they ain't playing him, because you can't rely on that, and that ain't
No,
the John Wall that you're talking
no,
about. And
no,
when it comes
no,
to the game, right now, you got to do off ball screens, you got to do pin downs. Dudes have to he has to
no.
be hitting the post. You got to do a lot of things that you're not doing right now. And I don't know if you can change your offense halfway through the
Bro,
season, bro.
you're going off of this is what I'm saying. He's a primary point guard. Part of being a point guard is understanding what makes your guys good where they need to be in their spots. You saw yesterday he was mixing it up. Some of it where he was just going coast to coast. Some of it he was feeding guys off the pick and roll. Some of them he was feeding off the pick. He was finding guys every sequence of a point guard. If you're on that level of elite playmaking, your coach can trust you enough to make the right play.
Well, obviously, Tyloo don't agree with you, and what I'm trying
And
to
that's
tell you,
why we're in the
bro.
situation we in. And that's
Okay,
why I'm
but
trying
what
to
I'm
tell
trying to tell
you.
you is that sounds like, and Sturdy can say what he need to say, but that sounds like the offense is running through John Wall. And can
That's
you do that to
fine.
win the game? That is not fine, bro. That is not fine. I
Okay,
don't know what you
okay.
think, Sturdy, but that is not
So
fine, bro.
so BJ. So let me get this straight. So in quest to winning a championship, the Clippers must allow John Wall to run the offense and try to push the pace in the playoffs, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about playoffs, and for that offense to be efficient enough to compete with other set teams' offenses like the Warriors, the Nuggets, the Pelicans, and the Grizzlies in the half court setting playoffs. Correct?
Not so much push the pace in the playoffs. The Clippers can do both. They can mix it up because
No. So
what
no. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to get clarification. Like you said, the best way is to allow John Wall to run the offense in the half court that will optimize their offensive production. And I'm asking you, how is that favorable against teams that have elite, efficient offenses like the Nuggets, the Warriors, the Pelicans, the Grizzlies? How do you guys match up against that
because
in the
we
playoffs?
have the capability to do both. The Grizzlies don't have the capability to slow it down in the half court offense like we do. They don't have the prime wings that we have. We have prime wings. John Morant, he's gonna if you guys notice with the Grizzlies, there's times that John Morant be slowing that team down.
Yo, hey, I got some
So
stats for
it's
you that might
so
make you mad. BJ. Hey, look,
That's
look, look.
cool. Hold
Well,
on, but let me
offensive.
finish. Let me
Okay.
finish. Hold on. No, but the thing with the Grizzlies is they don't know how to actually really do anything in the half court offense, right? So the teams we're looking at, the Pelicans, uh, now if we're talking with injuries and stuff like that, Zion Williamson is as much of a detriment as Kawhi and Paul George. And he can't even outside of him just being an interior presence, bro. He can't really operate in the mid range or operate in that 15, 18
But
foot area.
I don't
So
know.
that's a problem in the playoffs. You have to hold on, y'all. In the
Okay.
playoffs, you have to be able to operate somewhere in the mid range, and they can't do that with Zion Williams. Now, Brandon Ingram can.
Yo,
That would be
CJ
like
McCollum.
I put the Pelicans as the toughest matchup for us in the playoffs. That's my opinion. I think the Nuggets, Jokic. I think Murray is more of a threat than Jokic against us.
Come on, man. Yeah, come on, man. Hey, hey,
No. You just
he
who killed us?
fries y'all, but I don't know
Who
what
killed? No.
fries.
Who killed us? No, I'm being honest. Who killed us? Who killed us when we got in the but who killed us? It
Hey,
Both of
wasn't
y'all,
Jokic, it
both
was
of them,
it
Murray.
was Jamal
No, it
Murray.
both
was
of them.
Murray. It was Jamal
Jokic,
Murray killed us in the
Jokic was the heart of that offense though. He runs that shit. But let me tell you about the Clippers though and John Wall, right? Hey, y'all have the 28th defense in I mean offense in the league, right? 110 is the offensive rating, right? 110 Virgin on 111, right? When John Wall is on the court, you know what the offensive rating is, bro?
I don't
104.
care, bro.
The
I don't
worst,
care
the
about
worst
that
in the league.
again.
Now,
Hold
I
on.
know you don't care about the numbers.
This is the
The
hold on. This is the problem.
don't back
This is
up
the
the shit
problem.
what you do,
Hold
bro.
on. This is the problem that I have is with the stat geeks. This is the problem I have with the stat geeks. You want to recite these numbers, but it doesn't apply to who's better and who's going to be gelling with this team.
Bro, it
It
reflects the
doesn't
offense on the
matter.
hey, if you're talking
If you
about
put
he's
him
gonna make
with the
it better,
team, if you put
how
him,
is it
if you put
worse, bro? How is it
because he's
worse?
putting look at the team around you, putting around him. Reggie
Uh,
Jackson's in the starting lineup. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
no, I'm talking about John Wall's offensive rating when he comes onto the court. Y'all 6 points worse, bro.
Bro,
Worse.
he's playing with the second string.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Bruce
And
go.
he's
I
also
can't talk.
playing against
I
second
can't
units,
bro, Bruce,
BJ.
I can't hold on.
He's
Let
also
Bruce
coming
I
up
can't
against second units, BJ.
hold
Come
on.
on, man.
Let Bruce go. Let Bruce go.
Oh man, it's
You
light
know,
work,
because
BJ. Come
I
on,
try
bro.
to help, but I can't help you, bro.
Yeah, I
Go ahead,
know
Bruce.
you can't deny the facts, bro. It's all good, though. It's all good.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Clippers are down bad, bros. They're down bad, man. I'm doing great though. I'm doing great.
Yeah, I know. The Lakers are winning, so Lakers are losing. You win?
Yup.
Um,
Hey, don't sleep on the Lakers, Bruce. But you know that ain't even a conversation, man. Go ahead, Bruce. My bad.
That was a good comment. I appreciate that.
yeah. What's the topic now? I'm sorry, I just pulled up.
The Clippers are trash, Bruce. Break it down.
The
Yeah, we're
Clippers are
trapped
trash.
right now.
Uh, I won't say we are trash. We almost there, but I'm saying I'm trash. I think it's the effort. I think some players have to go. I told you, DJ, yesterday. I think some players have to go to leave the team. Reggie Jackson have to go. Covington have to go. Marcus Morris have to go. They shouldn't be on the team anymore, and they should change the offense, change the rotation. Now, some players have issues with injuries. I think Luke Kennard is gonna be out for some games. Um, I think PG Paul George he needs to sit out like a week and a half to heal the hamstring, and Kawhi has to step up, man, play some games and carry the team. You know, I mean, Minnesota, I cannot accept losing to Minnesota. Minnesota is terrible, terrible losing to Minnesota. I can accept losing to Denver, but losing this much, but this many points, it was like a scrimmage for Denver. So uh, this is Tyloo last year, and I hope it's Tyloo last year because I don't know if he's taking the team seriously. You know, you need to do something, man. You need to wake up. Clippers are sleepwalking, sleepwalking. Okay, they cannot rely on talent to win games in the NBA, man. They need to start playing together with effort, with pride. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I mean, last night it much better. It was much better. Maybe because it was a weaker opponent. But Clippers need to do something, man. I mean, Lakers are playing with effort. They're missing all those players. And last night I was like, wow, they're playing with effort. Well, they are playing Atlanta, who's everybody is bigger than Atlanta. But I want to see effort. Okay, Clippers are sleepwalking, sleepwalking. You know, they were like a week ago six. Now they like the Warriors took their spot. I was looking at the stadium like, wow, Clippers already down. And I don't think the teams that are ahead of the Clippers are better if the Clippers want it.
I agree. I agree. I think.
Uh, can I ask Bruce a question real quick? Yeah,
Yeah, go
since,
ahead.
since
Go
this
ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go
this
ahead.
is since you mentioned it could be possibly Ty Lue's last year if Clippers don't improve, right? How
Yeah.
many championship coaches do the Clippers need to have to be successful?
How many championship coaches?
Yeah, so like if say they got rid of Ty Lue, that'll be two back to back two championship caliber coaches
How many
that
years
in
can a championship do you give a championship play coach to do something? Tyloo was on the roster when Doc Rivers was there.
mhm mhm
He's in the Clippers way before he was the head coach.
mhm mhm
You know, I think Tyloo is too soft on some players. I think he's too soft on Reggie Jackson. I think he's too soft on Marcus Morris. I think he's too soft on a lot of players. I think he's still soft on Kawhi and PG. I need Tyloo to coach the team, not to be stand around with a toothpick. He's the toothpick coach doing nothing. Okay, I need to. Why is it only pick and roll shoot? That's what Reggie Jackson do most of the time. He's the point guard, pick and roll shoot, or stand in the corner, and you expect Kawhi and PG to make plays. Make it easy for Kawhi and PG to shoot shots, you know, and PG needs to stop shooting tough shots. He's not Kobe, man. So I don't understand, man. So, the only player that I see that trying to get easy shot is Kawhi. I'm not saying it just because I'm a Kawhi fan, but it is what it is. He's always at his spot. When you see Kawhi shoot, it's always at his spot. He's not gonna take tough shots for you. That's what I like about him. Man. But the team is not. There's no offense, man. There's no offense. Marcus Morris wants to do one-on-one all the time. It's the same move all the time. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of losing to team you're supposed to beat. There's no excuse, and you have the players. You have the arsenal. If you didn't have anything, but you have players to win.
So, Bruce, let me ask, because Young Africa and Sturdy already gave their answers. What's your what percentage do you give the players, and what percentage do you give Ty Lue?
I was giving the players. I think I'm giving Ty Lue 70%. It's Terry doing the worst job this year of his coaching career. Last year was doing the best job of his coaching career. This year is the worst. Worst. Worst, man. Players don't know where they should be. The players don't want to play. No effort. I don't understand, man. No offense play. No offense. Nothing. You're supposed to be a defensive play, and everybody is scoring on you. Where's the defense? And you have supposed to have defensive players. Kawhi, MPG, Scottie Pippen, and MJ. Please stop it, bro.
Wow, you was like, what was you at, Bruce, last week? Like, you had like 80% of the players, right?
Yes. I didn't want to blame coaches, coach all the time. I, but I was getting there, man. It's up my neck now. You know, when you have expectation for a team, you want the team to live up to your expectations. And we have to speak right now. As Clippers fan, we need to talk right now. We cannot let another year go by and we underachieve. It's sickening.
Yeah, that's why with me, like what Amir said, he said, "Salute me." I agree. The Lakers are for fighting their spirit, must be respected. The Clippers, yeah, and that's what it is. Like the Lakers right now are playing with more heart, and that's what it's coming down to. It's not it has nothing to do with their talent. They ain't got nothing to do with their skill. It ain't got nothing to do with gotta make trades. It ain't nothing. It ain't got nothing to do when you step out on the court. Is your heart there and your mind? Those are the two things. They don't have either right now. But last night I saw some heart, but their mind right now, the extension is on the bench. They don't they're not following Tyloo. When I saw Kawhi said what he said, that was a shot at Tyloo. And everybody in that locker room, they understand, like everybody in that locker room is on edge right now. Like I said in one of my last streams, when Rajon Rondo had this incident with Tyloo a couple years ago, notice how the team shifted when he called Tyler on Lute out and he had an altercation with him in that locker room. That's when the team turned around. It might take an altercation, and then after that happened, you saw what happened. The Clippers come back and beat the Mavericks. They go and beat the Utah Jazz. If Kawhi was healthy, I believe they would have beat the Phoenix Suns. And then we will have a chance for a championship. Sometimes you have to have these altercations and go at the coach and challenge him to make him wake up.
Go at the coach. Hold up. So
Yeah,
this is what's amazing when we talk about the coach, right? If and this is and many people say this, right? It's a make or miss league. If y'all were hitting like close to 40% of your threes like you were a couple seasons ago, and y'all were hitting your shots and the offense is smooth, and Kawhi and PG are playing, Tyloo's a great coach. But because y'all missing and y'all best players ain't in the lineup, which hurts team chemistry, which hurts game plan, which makes the coach's job very difficult, he's a bad coach now. He in a bad spot, bro. He in a bad spot being Coach Lou because he's a championship coach. He came back from 3-1 and had the right adjustments to make in that playoff run to get a win against the all-time great team in the Golden State Warriors. That's the same coach we're talking about, right? And so if y'all are looking good, he a good coach. But if y'all looking bad, he a bad coach. I ain't heard about Tyloo before this season, right? There was y'all were talking about deepest team in the league, and now it's too much talent. The best players on the team are not consistent, not playing well, and it's on Tyloo. It's very hard when your best players are missing every second game. Kawhi missed damn near more than half the season already. Paul George missed a quarter of the season. Any coach is gonna look bad when their best players are not in the game, right? Any coach, I don't care who it is, bro. Any
Young
coach.
Africa.
So what we talking about when we talk about the coach, and then it comes to leadership. Then it comes to leadership, and I'll say this:
What
Kawhi
Young
Leonard,
Africa wants to do, he wants to, because this is what Young Africa's slick.
when I got cooking,
He said Ty Lue helped lead them through a 3-1 lead. But you guys remember, you look at his avatar. He's a LeBron fan.
so
So he's gonna constantly give. I guarantee you, when they won that title, he was giving all the credit to LeBron.
first off, and this is my point exactly, right? So I give the players credit. The coach is always a part to play when it comes to winning.
But you weren't saying that when LeBron won.
First off, when I mention a run, I ain't gonna mention Coach Lou before I mention LeBron James, BJ. That's ridiculous. And I'm keeping the same energy because it's on the players. I expect LeBron to play well and play better when we lose it. I can put it on a coach when it comes to certain game plan, certain adjustments. But if your best players ain't out there, what the coach meant to do? He can only do what he can. And he actually was above 500 for a lot of the season. And y'all still are above 500 with these guys.
Why did the Lakers change coaches? If it's
because Frank Vogel Vogel underachieved when it came to that team and their expectations.
Frank Vogel a championship coach?
Yeah, he is. And okay.
Okay,
And
so you change him because of what?
I'm not saying that you shouldn't change him if y'all keep
Why
losing. I'm
did
not
you?
saying
Why
that.
did the Lakers
But
change Frank Vogel?
oh
Go
my
ahead.
god. Hey, Bruce, we know why, bro. We know why. Go ahead. You want to
No, I
explain
don't
why,
know
bro?
why. I don't know why. That's what I'm asking.
Because
Why
he
did they change
underachieved
Frank
with the
Vogel?
roster that he had. That's why.
Isn't Tyloo underachieving with the roster?
He is, but this is the context, bro. This is the context. Your best players haven't been playing for half the season, bro. And when it comes to leadership on
Just like
that team,
Anthony Davis and LeBron when Frank Vogel was
that's
there.
fair enough. That's fair enough. And if you want to say Frank Vogel shouldn't have been fired because he didn't have his best players playing, that's fair enough too. I ain't mad at you. All right. But at the end of the day, and I never said Frank Vogel had to be fired. I was never an advocate of Frank Vogel being fired. I was
I did
more
not
saying
say you were. I'm
AD
just
should be
making the
playing, is
comparison.
what I was saying. AD should be playing. But hold up. But when it comes to leadership on this team, if you watch the Denver Nuggets game, bro, Kawhi was dapping up niggas, smiling with niggas, high-fiving niggas, and saying what's up to the other team after getting blown out. Yo, y'all team ain't made like that, bro. Y'all built like that. And when it comes to
LeBron
leadership,
doesn't it?
when it comes to leadership,
LeBron doesn't do it.
hold up, Bruce. I know you're mad. We ain't doing no false equivalencies around here, bro. We
Oh
gonna
my
hold these
God,
niggas
that's
accountable.
false.
And when Kawhi is dapping niggas up, and you need leadership on your team, and Kawhi ain't that vocal leader, and there's no one holding niggas accountable, blaming the coach, and what do you call it? Avoiding accountability on their own game. That shit is sad and hilarious, bro. Because y'all need leadership. Because no one's being held accountable. When you talk about all that energy and everything you just talked about, Bruce, you know what that is? That is a lack of leadership, Bruce. And we got to hold Kawhi accountable. You got to hold PG accountable. If you ain't playing, at least get your boys ready when the game time comes through, man. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
Hey, so let me first.
Yeah,
I appreciate the rant on
yeah,
both of y'all, honestly. So
yeah. The facts you need. The facts you need.
Kawhi's he said that Kawhi's not built like that. So
Your whole
my thing
squad ain't
is,
built like that, bro.
so
Dapping up niggas after getting blown out. Y'all ain't built
you're
like that.
going at Kawhi at this point. You're saying he ain't built like that. So what we're not gonna do, we're not gonna put false narratives on people. To say that he's not built like that when it's a two-time champion, a two-time Finals MVP, a two-time Defensive Player of the Year, and one of the greatest playoff performers we've seen. I know, Young Africa, you love LeBron. I know you love LeBron, but the thing I always make sure to give LeBron is his respect. I always say LeBron James is one of the top 5 greatest players of all time. I feel like he's probably the most gifted player of all time. I give him respect for him, what he does to the game of basketball, because I respect the game, no matter if I'm a fan of him or not. But the problem is with what you just did, you want to discredit and say Kawhi Leonard, we need this. First of all, you're not even
Leadership.
Clippers.
Ain't
You're
built
not
like
even
a game,
Clippers.
bro.
Hold on, you're not even Clipper circles like that to be making them type of claims.
Bro,
You
I can
just
see it on
saying
the court. What
you just
circles?
no no
What is
no
this talk, bro? What?
you just no you just saying shit because not one time did you blame LeBron for anything that was going wrong this year. Not one time did you
Bro.
not blame the hold on stop
Oh my
because you was on the stream last year. Not one time did you blame LeBron James at all for anything,
no, I
but
didn't.
you got on here kept saying Russell
I didn't.
Westbrook was trash. Russell Westbrook ain't a good fit. He actually gets on the bench and actually proves he can actually play.
Man.
And then you
I
want to say
pulled
he's
up
not.
in the
This is why.
preseason,
Hold on.
bro.
Stop.
I pulled up in the preseason, BJ. I wasn't here last season, bro. Why were you trolling with the false
No.
narratives, bro? Come on.
Stop. You said Russell Westbrook was trash. A lot of this stuff you
Man.
blame on Russell
He
Westbrook. This is
was
why.
trash last season. That's a fact.
But if saying, but okay, there you go. So you pick and choose, but you never put nothing on LeBron. So you're
Bro.
just like everybody else. When
Hey,
you come to your
hold on.
favorite, when
This is the
it comes to
difference.
your favorite player, when it
No,
comes to your favorite player,
no,
you're going to cap for
no.
him and you're going to protect him at all costs.
First off,
Hold on,
no,
hold on, yeah,
that's
man.
not
Hold on,
true.
real
First
quick,
off, hey, let me say
real
this
quick.
though, Sturdy.
Hold
When it
on,
comes to
real quick.
LeBron James,
This is my first time on. I just want to
go
ask a
ahead, go
question.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. First, I wasn't
Bruce
here
and B,
last season, BJ. Don't do that. Don't do all that, BJ.
Bruce and BJ. What made y'all a Clippers fan?
Bro, I'm from California.
Yeah, what made you a Clippers fan?
I was big on Lou
Corey
Williams.
Maggette.
I love
Corey
Lou
Maggette.
Williams. I love Lou Williams. That was one of my favorite players.
But but Lou Williams also played for the Lakers. That's why I'm asking you, what made you a Clippers fan?
That like when he played for the Clippers, that's that 19 year before Kawhi. Are you asking because when Kawhi and Paul George came there?
No. I'm asking in general because I talk to a lot of people, different sports fan bases, and you don't really come across a lot of Clippers fans. So that's why I asked. Well,
I was a
because
Clippers fan because I came to study in California, and I love basketball. And I hate when some fans were making fun of Clippers. So I started watching the Clippers, and they were losing bad, and we got Play Griffin, CP3. That's when my fandom started to be bigger, 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 and I stayed. CP3 left, I stayed. Kawhi came, I was still there. So, and
Hey,
Kawhi
hey,
is my favorite.
What
hey,
about you, BJ?
Same thing, bro.
he said, Lil Will, they Clipper fans, but hey, Showtime laughing in the chat. Didn't I tell you about the offense months ago, man? I've been trying to tell you,
Yeah.
Showtime, but it's a fact that y'all offense is bad,
Young
man. And
Africa,
and you
you
know
have
the
a
difference.
lot of
And
But
edges.
who's the but
and
who's
I'm
but you cooking yourself, young
how?
Africa. You saying the offensive bet? Who is that on?
Hey, it's on
It's
the players,
actually
and then it's on the
is on
coach.
both. I'm
It's
Okay,
not
so
I'm
both.
who
not
are you
a
It's on
talking
the coach.
about?
I said, firstly, it's on the players, and then it's on the coach, bro. Yeah,
That
yeah,
makes no sense.
yeah.
How is it on the
First
players
off,
when
hey,
hold on, hold on?
hold on.
How is it on the players when they don't
Can,
make the plays and they don't actually team the offense,
can
bro?
I
How does that
explain,
make
BJ?
sense?
Can I explain, BJ? Because you're talking about Paul George, who's been in the league over 10 seasons, Kawhi Leonard, who's been in the league over 10 seasons, Marcus Morris, a vet, Reggie Jackson, a vet, Norman Powell, a vet, John Wall, a vet. We ain't talking about niggas that just came into the league and need all these instructions. If the shit ain't working, change it up, bro. You got versatile, offensive, great players on that team. They ain't no excuse to be
God.
2018 offense in the league when you got all these shot creators, elite shooters, and elite playmakers on the team, bro. It's embarrassing, bro. And that's on the players firstly, then it's on the coach. But the coach can't hold their hand all the way through the season and tell them what to do
But
every single play.
he's the
Every
same,
single
but
play.
Bruce,
You
he's
don't
the
need that.
same dude. He's the same dude that's made a fuss about, oh, what if John Wall gets the offense? And it's going to be changing it up. But
I'm
he,
saying
but
I'm
so
giving a
you
reason.
just said it ain't that on the player. That's why I let you finish and let you keep talking. That's why I said, John, you put it on the players now when I give you a reason why that John Wall should be run the offense. But you that's why I'm saying, Plague, I think he is doing too much. I think Young Africa is brought here to troll, bro.
Man, too
I
many
love you though,
facts,
but you
bro.
be trolling, bro.
Hey man, y'all mad? I'm breaking down the game. First of all, not trolling, but you can be mad at me breaking down the game and
It's
the
okay,
facts, bro.
bro.
You talking about you ain't in the inner circle of the Clippers to know what I'm talking about. I can see on the court, bro. Y'all are not a unified team, no chemistry, no. And when I say I'm built like that, when it comes down to when you talk about Kawhi, right? He came into a dynasty team in the San Antonio Spurs, didn't have to be a leader on that team. He goes to
Oh my
Toronto, a
gosh.
setup team that was making runs deep in the playoffs. He comes in there, he's the icing, gets a chip, right? All credit to him, right? I didn't talk about his game, and I wasn't questioning his game. But when it comes down to the leadership of the team, you brought up LeBron James last season. You know what LeBron was doing that Kawhi is not doing? He was dropping 30 a game. When you're doing your job, now you can talk about everything else. If Kawhi's playing
That
at
has
elite
nothing to
level
do with
and Paul
leadership,
George is,
bro.
hold on, you want to cut me off when I get to cooking? That's what you want to do. If Kawhi's playing at an elite level and Paul George is playing at elite level, now we can question what's going on if y'all losing on that level. But if they ain't even doing that, let alone not even playing at elite level, not even playing, now you got to put it on the players and the coach at the same time. But it's the players firstly. And Showtime. Everybody running around saying this and that, right? But I told you months ago that the offense is the issue, stagnant, dribble heavy PG, and you still mad, nigga. Stay mad, bro, at the facts. But y'all act like y'all some Clipper insiders, Wojnarowski up in this bitch talking about, yeah, we know more than everybody else. Stop the cap, bro, because it's evident. Look
Young
at the screen,
Africa,
look at the games. It's very
Young
evident
Africa.
what's going on, bro.
Did you have
Very
breakfast this morning? Because you're not thinking clearly. I don't understand, man. I don't understand what thing. You're doing a lot of projection. You're doing the Clippers are not doing this. Your team is not doing it. You
What do you
you
mean?
are you are on Kawhi for not scoring because to be a great player, you have to score a lot of points. I understand. That's why you're a LeBron fan. Okay, you
Hey, you got to
saying that
score
the
more than
team
3 points
offense,
in the game, bro.
you,
That's all. Just more than three.
your team defense, team offense is not well, is stagnant. Who's responsible for the offense? The players. The players come with the plays, or the coach, or
Oh.
this coaching staff. Who? Who's gonna change the plays? Gonna make the offense better? Is it the players? They're gonna go to the coaching room and say, "Hey, change the plays," or the coaching staff?
Hey,
Who
you know
has
what?
to come up with plays for the offense to run smoothly? Is it the players or the coach?
Hey, you know what? You know what? I grew up watching Bruce. I grew up, and you know why I'm a Laker fan? Because of Kobe Bryant. You know what Kobe Bryant did when he looked at the court and he saw these niggas ain't got it? You know what he did? He took that shit over,
Oh
Bruce.
my God. Here we
You can
go.
change it up, and you can
Kobe
carry a
Bryant
team
and
if they need
Phil
to, bro.
Jackson. had
Come
Phil
on, man.
Jackson
He broke off the
as a
triangle
coach.
anytime he wanted to and went off script anytime he felt like, bro. Because that's what
Oh
great
my
players do. LeBron James done that many times. If they ain't got it going, I'm gonna do it myself, nigga. And if it ain't enough, it ain't enough. But hey, you don't put
He
it on
did
the
it
players when
himself.
that
And
ain't
what
enough.
happened?
Then you
And
can talk
what
about the
happened
coach.
when he did it himself? And he said, "No, that's not gonna work. You're not gonna win games." That's what Kobe Bryant said. There has to be an offense. You cannot run take him by himself. When you try to do it by himself, you lose. That's why Kobe Bryant said he learned. Did you lose those Kobe Bryant videos? I can refer you to.
Hey,
I can
To
refer
be
you.
Hey, I
fair,
got a question. I got a question for Ace 30. So what would you name the three biggest issues for the Clippers from what you're seeing?
not enough playmakers, too slow of an offense, and for some reason you guys aren't shooting as well as y'all did last year. It's not too crazy, but I think you guys should have the personnel to at least be top three in the league, especially in efficiency shooting. But I think those are the biggest three. In particular, personnel. You guys, not only you guys need another playmaker, you also need another big to go against to deal with the Nuggets.
Okay. Now, what would you do to change the 3-point shooting? Do you think it's a spacing issue, or do you just think it's just them not making shots?
What I would do is I would try to shop around a couple personnel to get a get a playmaker in particular, like from the guard position, so that way I can uh I can have a little more diverse sets in terms of initiating offense from the top of the key. Then from there, I will agree. Like you start John Wall, put the ball in his hands a little bit more, and then you have a lot more off ball actions that involve the wing. So that way, even if Paul George and Kawhi doesn't play, that guy that's replacing their minutes can still have an idea of what they expect in their role. No matter who's initiating offense, I'm going to do a curl, I'm going to do a pin down here, I'm going to do something. So they have a constant understanding of what they need to do, responsibility. After that, once I have the personnel and the playmaking personnel, the shooting will increase and everything else will balance itself out. And then hopefully I can. The Clippers got a roster spot?
Uh, they in and out with like three G League guys: Jason Preston, Musa Diabate, and Moses Brown. So I don't think they
All
do.
right. All right, so forget them niggas. I would say make another spot because there's circulating rumors right now. Boogie looking for a team. Hassan Whiteside looking for a team. When the Dwight finishes the season with them, he still looking for a team. That's an additional body that you can throw against big teams like the Nuggets. So yeah, I would make a raw spot for him, get another trade, couple wings, get a playmaker, especially at the guard spot, and then put the ball John Wall's hand, at least for the regular season, then alternate between in the playoff situation, alternate between him and Reggie Jackson to give my team different looks, and then hopefully I can end up in West Conference Finals instead of a first round exit.
Well, let me ask you this question: how do you feel about Terrence Mann being the point guard?
Hell no. Why would I
Okay,
do that?
okay, yeah. I just wanted to ask that question.
No, to me, honestly, real talk, I don't understand the hype behind Terrace, man. This man had two good playoff games, and then he's out. I did. Next thing you know, he's a borderline all star. I don't know. That's not how that works in this league. I don't. Yeah, that's weird. But and to be honest with you, the only hope the Clippers have to win the championship is if Kawhi and PG play at the optimum best because it don't matter what you do to the offense system, don't matter what you do to the rotation, those
Hmm.
guys got to show up. Those guys got to outperform. Those guys got to at least be two of the top three players on the floor at all times in the playoffs. Period.
I think T Man. I like T Man. I love T Man. What he brings, his energy, and it's also his defensive. I think he's a piece. I think he's a guy that can fill in pieces. Give him 25 minutes and let him be the guy that hounds the other guard, point guard, get rebounds and hit the shot. But I don't look at T Man as the guy you got to put that load on his shoulders. I look at him more as a glue guy. Um, as far as what was the second thing you said? I missed it. My bad.
I said, damn, bro, I just did a lot of shit. But The second thing I said, after I trade for personnel to get another playmaker specific at the guard spot, I'm running more action, initiating my offense from top of the key in particular, so that way I have more room for the wings, whether it be Kawhi, Paul George, Norton Powell, Robert Covington, whoever is in the wing position on my offensive set. I'm running more pin down actions, running more curl actions, especially in that mid to high post, so that way it'll be easier for those guys to get in their spots and especially transition from the three if their spots is not there. See, when you come up with an offensive scheme, you got to come up with now. You not only have to have the personnel that's capable of putting constant pressure on the defense to create openings like that, but you also need the personnel to create the right to make the right decisions and for guys to understand. Okay, if this is not here for me here, the first counter move within this offense to go here. That's the second thing I said.
Okay. Bruce, Young Africa, what y'all got, man?
Man, like I said, man, if you put the ball in John Wall's hands, and I'd like to see him start and see what he can do. But if you put the ball in John Wall's hands, like Sturdy said, man, you got to have a lot of off-ball actions, pin downs, Paul George running off screens, Kawhi hitting him in the post to make it easier for him. But at the same time, that takes away from their ISO opportunities. That takes away from them dribbling. But I've often said, like I said, man, it's a stagnant offense. Too many dribbles. I'm benching Marcus Morris, right? I'm benching him because he doesn't provide defense. He doesn't provide rebounding. And so you got to bench him. He can be a scorer off the bench. I'm putting in Norman Powell, he's one of the best three-point shooters on the team. That spaces the flow, and I'm giving dudes roles. If you're gonna go with Reggie Jackson and it's not John Wall, then you got to tell Reggie what his role is, and that isn't to go off the dribble like a lot of the time like he does. There's too many off the dribble movements, and if John Wall is playing at the starting point, well, now Paul George has to go quick and make moves quickly and break the defense down quickly, and doesn't have to do 8-9 dribbles in a row. Kawhi's got to do that quickly, but I don't know if that's their game and if that's utilizing them. I don't know if you can play. I don't know. I've never seen a team that plays off of not their best players, right? So I'm expecting, and I think that's the whole plan, is like to play off of Kawhi and Paul George as opposed to off of John Wall and his playmaking. But if you put the ball in John Wall's hands, I'm expecting the coach to give his role to actually like how he plays on the offense. He has to actually know what he's doing every single time. And I don't know if your offense is built like that. I don't know if you can change it halfway through the season. That's my question. And so I think that's why Ty Lue right now isn't believing in John Wall, because if you put it in his hands, you got to trust him to make decisions every single time or most of the time. And if you play, and then if he's off the ball and you give the ball to Paul George and he's a primary ball handler, well, now if I'm the opposing defense, I'm sagging off John Wall. I'm sagging off obviously Zubac ain't a threat, and that's gonna be tough, man, for these guys to have space to operate and get driving lanes. And so I don't know what the solution is for the Clippers, man. I don't.
I don't. I think with Reggie, I think Reggie Jackson, I think, like I said, I'm not big in just moving players and just releasing them, like trade them. I think Reggie needs like a reboot. I just think when I watch him out there, he just looks drained. He just looks like he's just out there to be out there. So I think he needs a reboot. He has to come off the bench and like get to work back in the rotation. And I think that was somewhat juice him back up. And I think he'll respond well to that. That's why I think he needs.
But what do you think of Marcus Morris in the starting lineup? Do you think it's time to bench him, or what you saying, BJ?
Call me crazy. I like Mook.
Okay.
But the issue, like I said, everybody has weaknesses. So no one's the perfect player. So you have to surround that person with guys to, hide their weaknesses. If you got a guy like Luke Kennard who's a shooter, but he can't play defense, you got to put other defenders around him to make him look good. Or else he's going to look like he looked against Tyrese Halliburton. But you don't get rid of a guy who can shoot. You don't get rid of guys who do their roles. You have to make it where the roles they do complement each other. And I think that's one of the biggest issues with the Clippers. We haven't been putting the right combinations in for a while, and that could become because of injuries. Guys are in and out, the camaraderie, the chemistry, the load management. That's why I would say it's been hurting us and not giving us enough chemistry. That guys are looking worse than they actually are. That's what I think. Really, that's what I think the crux of the problem is. Because you got people saying, "Let's trade this person, let's trade that person." I'm like, hold on for a second. I mean, these are actually solid players that other teams would take. So how could you say all of a sudden he's just a bad player? Like Marcus Morris, he hits a lot of good big shots. He can shoot the three. He's a tough person on the court, tough guy. So I just don't get rid of somebody like that off my team. I think you can put him off the bench and put Batum in. He'd probably be better with Kawhi and PG because he's more of a 3D guy than Marcus is because he plays defense. But I think Marcus is a vital piece to this team.
Okay, I'm just saying if you're starting power forward giving you 4 or 5 rebounds a game, I don't know if that's enough, man. But that's all good. That's all good.
We need to stop looking at potential of Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris is not delivering.
How so, Bruce?
Marcus Morris, all potential, man. All potential. Nothing. No result. It's all potential for Marcus Morris. I remember there was one playoff, we were begging Marcus Morris to shoot a 3.
So you're not big on Marcus Morris.
Not anymore. That's all. He doesn't do anything. It's only there to shoot. He doesn't play. He doesn't grab rebound. He doesn't grab. He doesn't assist. He doesn't make plays. Nothing. Go. What when you go watch when Clippers play, when Marcus Morris play. Sometimes he's the one who's messing up the offense. He's a black hole, man. He's a black hole ball stopper. When he gets the ball, he tries to do one-on-one like he's in at the park.
BJ, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like when I see the Clippers this year and what they can be, and the odds are against them. I don't when I think contenders, I do not think of the Clippers. Like not at all. Not for this year. And frankly, it's like it is only because the uncertainty of Paul George and Kawhi. You need those guys. That they got to be there, and it's like they're supposed to be more available than they are now. Kawhi had a full year off.
I agree.
PG is like every year now. You look at the last 4 years, it's different parts of his body. It's different parts of his body. So it's like there's too much uncertainty for me to say, like, no matter what Ty Lue do, no matter what rotations will happen, those guys gotta ball out. No matter who they play against, they gotta be 2 of the top 3 players on that court. And I just can't see it this year. I know it's barely 40 games and all that. If it's 40 games, these dudes haven't played. How many games they played together this year?
16.
12? Oh, 16?
16.
I was okay.
That's close. No, man, it's disgraceful, bro. Like, honestly, I'm not like once I saw that Kawhi and PG were out yesterday, bro, I was like, bro, what in the hell is this? Like this is
they didn't play a lot of minutes in the Nuggets game. Like
that's what I mean. Like I could see PG because of the hammy. Like, that's a tricky thing. But bro, what are we doing with Kawhi? That's when I said, you know what? I kind of understand when people say the Clippers, they unsure, like you just put it, like the uncertainty, because I'm getting to a point now, it's like, I don't even know what they're trying to do. Like, are they really thinking? Go ahead.
I can see why you like Lou Williams, man. You like the strippers. Like that's what the Clippers are, man. Like it's unfortunate. Like they're not.
I think the Clippers are doing that. It's because
I'm in love with a stripper.
I think the Clippers are doing that. It's because the West is a mess. No team is pulling away, right?
Yeah.
Even if the Clippers lost 5 games, they're still in it. Win like 3 straight in a row, and they're still gonna be in the top 5, top 6. It's because no team is really dominating the West.
You could understand
even if Denver is number 1, they have a chance to be upset in the first round. So
But I would understand if that's a team that has had chemistry, continuity, and this the first season of them being out. Then you can rely on what's happened on the past. But that's not the case. There's a lot of new players on the team, and there's a lot of guys that haven't played together for a while. So I don't think you can just bank on being a top 6 seed and being all good in the playoffs, man. So that's gonna be tough. And on top of that, it's just like I said a while ago, BJ, man. It's gonna look like he's gonna have to make a run late in the season, and that's gonna put pressure on guys like Kawhi and Paul George to play back to back, to play games. I don't know if you want to be gunning to just get a seed, to get a solid seed if you're trying to get
Well,
home court advantage to go into the playoffs like that, man. I don't know.
we
I
have two
agree.
more.
Okay,
Go ahead, Bruce.
I agree with what Sturdy said. Everything except the strippers thing. I don't understand why Clippers are strippers, but okay, go ahead.
Nah, it's just a nickname. Be trying to. I call the Lakers the fakers and all that
Oh
stuff, but
man, now we
Oh
really
no,
the
I'm not.
bakers,
like
man. The
Bruce,
bakers,
I'm
we
not
be
a.
baking
it's
dudes, man.
it's the
Bruce, I'm not a.
thing is
I'm not a fan of no team, no player. Like I just love the game. That's it.
yeah, that's why Sturdy cool. I can when he gives constructive criticism, it's cool. Young Africa capping, but
Hey,
but seriously,
what you don't like about
though,
my shit, BJ? I'm too real for
but,
you, right? I'm just too real,
nah,
right? Too raw, too
yeah, all
authentic.
right, yeah, whatever. The Clippers, like I said, what Bruce made a good point. In Young Africa, I hate to say it, is right. I can't believe I'm saying Young Africa's right. I must be sick. Um, Young Africa said that we can't win like this. If you expect us to turn it on late in the season, we cannot. We can't win like that. We can't. It's a bad strategy to try to, put these guys out there just to, come out in the second. Like, we have to get these guys to play, Bruce, at least 95% of the second half. They only got two more back-to-backs left. They should be playing pretty much every single game. At least Kawhi should. There's no reason why he can't play every game except for the back-to-backs.
He should have played last night, man. Didn't play. Didn't play. The team didn't play against Denver. They were doing cardio. They were not playing. So why didn't play last night? Why Kawhi didn't play last night? I'm sick of it.
BJ, how you really believe like Jamal Morris is more of a bigger threat than Joker to the Clippers? Like you really believe that?
Yes.
Hey
Yes,
man,
he
like
is.
I saw that. No, no,
Yes,
no. I'm
he
saying
is.
no,
Hey,
no. Hear me
Sturdy, they
out.
got
Hear me
the
out,
bubble
Sturdy.
nightmare,
Hear
Sturdy.
me out.
Mess
Hear me
them
out.
up.
I said when I watch Jokic, of course is Jokic. But my thing is, as far as Murray's playing style and how he goes at Reggie Jackson and our other guards, he's gonna be. He has when he has it out for our team every time he plays us.
But
He just attacks our entire team. Jokic really he didn't even play. He didn't even do really shit the other night.
BJ, you wildin', bro. We not watching the same game, B. Like, bro, you talk about play style. You talk about going after somebody every single time since the bubble. Go after Zubac, quick foul, too big for me. Now y'all got a bunch of these 3-and-D wings y'all gonna put on me. Okay, double team, and I'm the worst person in the league to double team. You
Mm.
Bro,
saw what he did. You saw what he
I saw
BJ,
Batum slow him down
BJ.
last.
That
Go ahead.
last game, just that last game alone, he had 5 assists in
Oh
the
my
first
God.
quarter. Real talk, he could have had real talk. He could have had 10 assists. They were just
The,
missing shots. Like
the,
that's how easy this shit was, bro.
I'm
Like,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jokic only beat the Clippers with assist. That's the way he beat the Clippers because they
yes,
were.
that's how
So
play styles work.
if,
If you
if you
double
put
me,
if you
because I'm
put
killing the guy
Kawhi
that's
on
guarding
Murray,
me.
if you put Kawhi on Murray, we beat the Nuggets. They never did it. Doc Rivers never did it.
Yeah, you had Reggie Jackson on Jamal Murray, and then also with last season, I saw Nicholas Batum guard Jokic, and he bothered him because he has long arms and he has long reach. Yes, Jokic can destroy you with your passing, but he ain't finna destroy you with your scoring or nothing like that. He's not finna do that. That's why, not a disrespect to Jokic. I'm just saying when I look at the Nuggets, I look at Murray as the guy looking like, okay, that's the dude that's gonna come in and try to kill us.
Okay, you like a certain archetype. Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
You,
You
you,
like a
you
certain
know
archetype.
you know what I
It's
was
not impact.
thinking. You know what I was thinking the
no, it's
other day.
impact.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, we talking about impact. Then there's no question who that guy is. There's no question who that dude is, bro. There's no question. Yo, I don't know what game we watched, BJ. That game was over by the second and a half. That game was
But it
over before
wasn't because of
halftime.
Jokic. It was because of Murray,
It
dude. It
wasn't.
wasn't. It was because of bro. Murray had 10 straight points in the first quarter alone. That wasn't because of Jokic.
What was Joker doing? What was he doing there?
He was assisting the ball,
That's it. That's all you saw.
and also you gotta look at too. I said when I'm saying this is an opinion. This is opinion based. This ain't like factual. Certain teams can have certain players that they have problems with. Just because I'm not saying Murray's a better player than Jokic. I'm saying when he faces us, our specific team, I'm saying that Jamal Murray has been more of a threat than Jokic has.
Because when Zubac gets fouled out or gets in foul trouble, y'all got a guy like Batum to bother. I get it. I get it. I get
Okay. I seen it, bro. I seen it. I seen it. So who's the okay? So who's? I said again in the bubble. Who was? You said it was Jokic or you said it was Murray?
Oh, we going back 2 years. I thought we talking about this year. Okay, we going back 2
We're
years.
talking. Okay, let's go about this.
It
Let's
was-
talk about the last game then.
That's what I'm asking you. What did Joker do in the last game? You said just getting assists, and I asked you. That's all that you saw.
That's the main thing I saw. He had points,
Okay.
but Murray had 10 straight points on our bro. That's okay. I guess go ahead, Bruce.
Jokic was standing in the top of the key. They were doing pick and roll with Murray, and Murray was killing, barbecuing chicken, teriyaki chicken, Tocho chicken, Reggie Jackson, right? And Jokic didn't really do anything. He was just standing around and passing the ball to Murray, and Murray was killing the team.
Jokic needs his teammates to dominate a game. That's what his playing style is. He needs his teammates to dominate a game.
I don't know about that, BJ. When I look at this man's efficiency and the types of ways he scores, any way you want it, he give it to you. Especially
Okay.
when you got a smaller person. Especially you got a smaller person.
Okay. So who do you think is better, Nikola Jokic or Joel Embiid?
Oh, it's Joker.
Why?
Yeah, Africa. I think it's Joker. But oh, because here's the thing. When I evaluate players, I evaluate what they actually do, how well they do it, and compare it to their contemporaries, and most importantly, how well that translates into playoffs. Jokic is one of the greatest offensive players in this game, and probably we ever seen. The greatest passing big man. And underrated, extremely underrated efficient score. Extremely underrated efficient score. I understand, and phenomenal rebounder, and his ability to control, dictate pace. Yes, his ability to dictate pace, as well as initiate your offense from a transition standpoint, from the low point standpoint, from the high post standpoint, from a pick and roll standpoint, is too efficient. As a result, he has one of the best offensive loads, period. And he's about to break another Wilt record again, bro. This man about to have the most assists by a center. And let's not trip. I didn't know averaging 25, 12 and 9? I didn't know that's the shit on now. Great efficiency, by the way.
To beat Jokic, you need to have a player on your team that's gonna make him move. That's how the Warriors beat the Nuggets last year. Jokic most of the time was guarding Draymond Green. Draymond Green would go on top of the key, and Jokic would be walking around, running after Draymond Green, making him tired. When he played the Clippers, Zubac doesn't just stand around, so Jokic is just resting. So that's why the Clippers need a Boogie Cousin or something like that, somebody like that, to make it work in the defense.
Nah, Bruce, they got enough, man. They got too much talent.
They don't have enough.
They don't need to make no action. What you
Zubac
mean, BJ?
cannot guard Jokic.
Bruce, I've been
Zubac
telling that to
cannot
BJ
guard
all
Jokic.
day. But nah, bro, they got enough talent. That's what I've been
No,
told,
they don't have enough. Marcus Morris, you guys don't
Let
want
me
to get rid of Marcus Morris? Oh, well, Marcus Morris should be on the bench, the deep bench. Play Covington. Play Covington. I don't want
let
to
me
see Marcus Morris
let me
starting.
let me ask a question to Sturdy. So all that you name, greatest one of the greatest offensive players, which I agree. As far as the point and assist ratio, um, one of the highest IQ players. I love his IQ. Greatest passing big man in my opinion of all time. Let me ask you a question: is that playing style going to win him a championship?
No,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
no.
So tell me the
Don't.
player that's been a center like that that's won a championship playing like that.
Thank you, Bill Walton. Bill Walton when he was healthy in
What?
19, I believe. Yes, Bill Walton with the Trailblazers. Do your history,
Bill
bro.
Walton was not playing like that, man.
No,
He
no,
wasn't just
Do
scoring.
your
no. Give
history.
me somebody else. Give me somebody else. Give me
Nah,
somebody else.
nigga, nah. Let me
Bill
finish. Let
Give
me
Walton.
me
finish.
somebody. No,
Stop.
give
Bill
me
Stop
somebody else.
saying
Walton.
that,
30.
man.
Bill Walton, while sweeping Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the playoffs, got the job done, running the offense through the mid-high
No, okay.
post. And before Jokic, it was between him and Arvidas Sabonis of who was the best passing big man of all time. Do your history,
Yeah.
do your research. Bill Walton was
So,
that nigga
so,
before his
so,
knees
so this
gave
is
up.
where I'm going with
Just like
this.
Kawhi. It's just like Kawhi.
This is where I'm going with this. This is why it's a match. This is why I say Embiid. I give him the edge. Embiid, the two way players always beat out the one-way players who just strictly pass. If you look at
You positive
history,
about?
if you look
Hold
at
on, hold on.
history,
He don't
hold
just
on.
strictly
No,
pass.
no,
He
no,
don't
no.
just
I'm
strictly pass.
saying he's a one-sided player for the most part. That's what Jokic is. All that shit you just named was offense. This is why I say the two-way players beat out the
Rebounding,
one-way
rebounding
players.
is
Look
not
at,
just offense.
but you know what I mean. Defensively, he's average, actually below
Yes.
average.
No, he's actually average if you want to go by the numbers.
But he's okay.
Okay.
But deep, but sturdy. You're not putting Jokic on defense. I manage defense. Go out there and stop that player on the other side of the ball. That's defense for me. Not offense or defensive and all that shit. Like no, I'm gonna put you on this player and want you to stop him. When the Clippers played Kawhi Leonard and Luka Doncic in the first round in that game 6, Kawhi Leonard took the challenge on both sides of the floor. And Luka Doncic was not going to be able to do. That's why I feel like Luka Doncic's playing style is never going to win him a championship. James Harden's
Oh,
playing
which year?
style is
Which
not
year?
going to win him a championship. That
Which year you referring
offensive,
to?
that offense, the 2021.
Okay, okay.
So that one-sided play is not going to ever win you a championship. You got guys like Magic Johnson who did it with one of the
Mm-hmm.
probably the best teams of all time. But usually, as far as history, the two-way players usually outlast the one-way players who strictly pass. That's why I
So
would take
Steph did it, right?
Embiid over Jokic.
Steph did it, right? Steph won multiple times, and he's a predominantly offensive player, right? He did it, right?
Right? Right. But I'm talking about
Dirk did it,
single.
right? Dirk did it, right? Dirk did it,
Single.
right?
That's not the
He
same thing.
If
predominantly
we're okay,
no, he's
hold on.
predominantly offensive player, right?
But
That's not the same thing.
but we're talking about Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard. You can go on and on. The greatest players play both ways of the ball.
Yeah, but I just named you Steph Curry, top 5 point guard all time. Dirk, top 5 power forward all time. I named you all time great players too.
Michael Jordan, best player of all time.
And you
Kobe
mentioned
Bryant,
and you
second,
mentioned and you
second,
mentioned
second,
Magic. You mentioned Magic. You mentioned
best
Magic
shooting
who
guard of all time.
you mentioned
LeBron
Magic. You mentioned
James,
Magic. You mentioned Magic
greatest small
yourself,
forward.
who's the greatest point guard of all time. And some people got him top 5 all time.
But he's
A lot
not
of
the
people.
greatest player. But sturdy. He's not the greatest player of all time. Kobe Bryant, easily top six shooting guard of all time. LeBron James, arguably in some people's minds, young Africa, one of the greatest players. Like
Yeah,
two-way
he's two-way.
players,
Yeah.
two-way players for the most part beat out one-way players.
For the most part. And that's what I'm saying. He's just like those guys we mentioned, Curry, Magic, Dirk. Jokic is one of those offensive talents, right?
He is. I still would take it.
You're right, and BJ, I agree with you. Under the right team and personnel that covers up his weaknesses, because you said it earlier in the stream, a proper team covers up for players' strength, complements of players' strengths, and hides some of his weaknesses. So when you ask me, can that style of play win a championship? I say yes, with the right personnel, of course.
Okay, so that goes back to my point where I said that Jokic needs a team to dominate a game. Embiid don't need that. Embiid can single-handedly dominate the game based off of his impact on both ways of the ball. When they played each other last year, I saw the difference between Embiid and Jokic. So Embiid can single-handedly dominate it. The problem I have with Embiid is just his IQ. That's it.
It's
But
not his availability. It's not
well, yeah, it's availability. I'm just saying basically
oh
his game for the most part. But Embiid, he can single-handedly dominate the game. He don't need to have his teammates hitting shots. He don't need to put his he
See,
can single-handedly dominate you.
can he make it out the second round?
That's a good point. What's up, Melo?
What's going on?
Talk your shit, bro. I know you got something
Hey,
to say.
Nah,
Go
I
ahead.
ain't. Nah,
what's that Avatar, man? Is that
Nah,
Bol Bol?
nigga, you got it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, well, what's in Bol Bol's hand, man? What's in Bol Bol's hands right there? I can't see that.
Go ahead, Melo. You got it, Melo. All right. What up, young blood?
What up?
Chilling. What's good, man? What you got?
I heard y'all talking about Jokic and we decided to
Yeah,
drop
my
it in that.
shit. You heard me, BJ?
Nah, go ahead, Melo.
I was thinking. I was saying, you think it's time to trade one of them? You trade Paul George?
Nah.
I'm dead ass serious. I ain't trying to be funny. Serious. Cut this shit, man. Cut this
Nah,
shit,
man. I'm still riding them out, but I will say this right here, this was some bullshit. This was yeah, I didn't like this at all.
Yeah. That shit.
Man.
Is you giving up on Kawhi though? Like sooner or later, is you gonna just give up on him? No.
Nah, man. I'm not giving up on Kawhi, man. Nah. No.
Hey, these are the real questions, though, man. These are real
These
questions,
some,
man.
these some good ass questions.
Young Africa is happy these days, huh? You happy? Okay.
Hey, man. Hey, the first thing I love to see in basketball is
Bruce,
the Lakers
all that
win,
shit you was
and then it's the
talking a few
Clippers
weeks ago,
lose,
Bruce.
man.
Hey,
Okay, Young Africa.
It's the Clippers
Okay.
lose.
Bruce.
That's the second best thing I like to see.
Hey, Bruce,
Let's
all that
see.
shit
Let's
you
see
was
who
talking the other day,
last. Let's see who
Okay.
last.
Nah,
Yeah,
nobody,
yeah.
nah, we laughing now, nigga.
Let's see who
Yeah.
last.
We laughing now.
Hey, he a Brooklyn Nets fan on that 12-game
Hey,
winning
tell him
streak.
Melo. Yeah, Melo feeling good, man. I understand that. He feeling
Hey,
good.
don't get swept again that first round, bro. Because I'm gonna be up all on you if y'all do get swept again. Y'all did all this shit in the season and fall in the playoffs.
That's a real question, though, BJ. How long will your trust in Kawhi last, man? That's a real question, man.
They up for this season. I'm waiting till this season after this
Hey,
year.
if they don't get it done, is blow it up after this season, or what we saying?
They gotta get to the they gotta get to the finals.
So you
They
scared
gotta
of the
get to the
Nuggets?
finals.
I've been telling you y'all don't want to play the Nuggets. You scared of them? Just be for real.
The Nuggets. I'm sorry. Let me ask. Who's the defender in the Nuggets team?
It don't matter. They
Aaron
beat y'all
Gordon.
last. They
Aaron
Gordon,
y'all last.
KCP, Aaron. What are you laughing at, bro?
Yeah,
He was grabbing
Aaron
balls all over
Gordon.
the Clippers. Well,
Aaron
how are you
Gordon play
laughing?
defense. That's
Exactly.
the fact.
Aaron Gordon. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Come on.
So Bruce, so they ain't got no defense, but they be stumping the mud hole in y'all. How that work?
They did the other night. They did the other night. They just hit shots. They didn't even
hit
kill
on
us with their
multiple
defense. They killed us with their offense. They didn't
That
kill
boy
us with our
Jamal, hey,
their
that boy
defense.
Jamal Murray crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like they don't even run plays. He just go ISO. And just
Wait, say that again, Melo.
I said Jamal Murray a fool. Like he don't even run. He just go straight
See,
ISO.
that's what I said.
You heard
Reggie
me?
Jackson cannot guard Jamal
Ain't
Murray.
nobody on that team guard him.
That's not true.
It is true. Shit. What the hell?
Okay.
Who can guard him, Bruce?
Really? You have to ask that question?
Yeah. Who can guard him?
I think the Terminator can guard him.
Why the Intimidator ain't guard him then?
Ask the coach.
Nah, nigga, I'm asking you.
Ask the coach.
What the hell? Kawhi get his ass fried up by Murray, man. This ain't 2017, bro. This 2023. Go
Okay.
right past Kawhi.
When you don't get swept, you can come back and talk big. Okay?
Hey, Melo, the Nets, bro. Yeah, hey, they in the same. Actually, nigga, y'all worse than us because y'all had y'all two best players and got swept. We haven't. Shit, that was bad, Melo, last year, man.
Hey, man. I'm hearing what Melo saying though, man. Y'all living off that Kawhi past, man. He ain't the same guy.
Just like you living up that bubble gum, right?
Huh? What do you mean
Right?
that bubble gum? We won a
Mhm.
championship, man. Mission complete for LeBron James, and he
Yeah, that
playing well
bubble
this
gum
season,
after 4 months
carrying a
rest.
team.
5 months,
Yeah.
4 or 5 months rest.
Hey,
Okay.
Kawhi got the same rest. Paul George got the same rest. It wasn't enough,
So
bro.
if mission's complete, why is he still playing then?
Oh, because he got legacy. He got records to break, BJ.
Oh, not
He got
championship.
Yeah,
championships.
No more
He
championship.
got
yeah,
championships to get,
yeah.
No
BJ.
more
He got
championships.
championships to
Hey,
get.
young
Oh no, he
Africa.
definitely.
Kawhi ain't
What's
making
up?
no more All NBA team.
Oh
LeBron finna
yeah.
make another one.
Hey, Melo, is he gonna make the All-Star game this season?
Oh hell no.
Is
Hell
is
no.
KD is KD gonna win a championship? Oh,
If
Hey,
Curry's
KD,
you
not
know what?
on
You
the
know
KD
team.
what
going
LeBron's
all
about to
Curry's
do,
NBA,
not on
Bruce?
the
yeah.
team.
LeBron's
KD
Curry's
ain't
not
about
going
on the
to
all
team.
NBA.
Curry's not on the team, right?
no
Is he gonna
All
win a championship?
NBA. Kyrie All NBA. Kevin Durant All NBA. That's a fact.
LeBron all NBA.
All NBA for sure.
LeBron, how is
And
LeBron all NBA? All
oh,
He
for
star.
gonna
sure.
make at
I can
least
That
first
nigga
understand
ain't
team.
all
no
star.
All NBA.
He gonna
Yes,
make
he
How is
is.
he
first
All
He
team.
was
NBA?
last season. He's gonna be
BJ, you
this
know they gonna
season.
dick rod him. They gonna put him in all NBA third team.
Yeah, baby, that's about resume. That ain't
But
by
he got,
right
you know,
now.
LeBron
he
all
gonna have the
NBA.
numbers
I
too
don't
though.
see it, bro. How is all NBA?
Hey,
So,
we about to see it. He was last season, Bruce.
Yep.
How'd you feel about last season? He was
here
He
we
gonna
go.
have a better record than last year, so he gonna make it this year.
exactly
Come
with
on
the
now.
same numbers. He
We
about to
can't do
get
the
He
that.
hating
don't get
now. We
over
gotta tell the
500
truth
though.
now.
That ain't the
Hey,
same much. You gotta get
we
over
we making
500.
we making this. We're gonna be in the playoff, and
Yeah,
I
that's
hope
not
we
gonna
meet the
happen.
Clippers in the first round. We're gonna clip them
I
Clippers,
want to
bro.
play.
We're
I ain't
gonna
gonna lie.
clip
I
You
them
want
want
to
the
play
Clippers.
the
Clippers
Bucks.
in the first round?
I really do. I've been trying to tell BJ that I really do.
Okay.
Healthy AD, healthy LeBron. I really do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
nah, they
I
got
feel
AD. They got AD. I ain't gonna lie. They might win, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie. That motherfucker.
Trying-
But
okay.
knowing him
This
though,
is another date I'm writing because Young Africa talk a lot of shit. Okay, so okay.
All right, it's all good,
we
man.
just
Hey,
gotta depend on AD to make it.
what was that, Melo? You cutting up?
I said we just gotta depend on AD to make it through the series because he can hurt his
Facts.
toe. His ass to be out
That's a
for the
fact
whole
too,
series.
man.
Yeah.
That's a fact too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melo, who your toughest competition in the East?
The Celtics. I feel like the Bucks. If you watch the Bucks, bro, they trash. They don't have no athleticism, bro. Like that team is not being a like in the past they could, but not no more. Hell no. Like Giannis, bro. He can't do shit. If you pack the paint, bro, he cannot do shit. The man is. I ain't gonna say he trash, but that shit is predictable. Like that shit not gonna keep working, bro. If you get what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. That shit, they not gonna beat us. Cause if he can't beat us, who gonna beat us?
The reason why the Nets are so good this year is because of Ben Simmons.
No,
That's
because
it.
the coach.
Oh, don't do
Yeah,
that, bro.
because of Ben Simmons' defense. Because of Ben Simmons'
How
defense.
when Claxton and KD been playing better defense than him the whole year? How? Claxton
Okay,
the best
you don't want
defender
Ben
on the
Simmons on
team,
the
bro.
team? You don't want Ben Simmons on the team?
Yeah, but he's not the best defender. Claxton is the best defender on the
Okay,
team, bro.
just don't play Ben Simmons for a couple games. You see?
No, boy, what? So
He
out of
missed a lot
everybody
of
on the
games,
team,
Bruce.
he the
He missed a
reason we
lot.
win the games because of Ben Simmons. Oh, you sound crazy. He's just
Nah,
a
it's
Okay,
little.
definitely
He drunk,
KD
man.
and Kyrie. Come on, Bruce. Don't do
And
okay,
that.
all
Claxton,
right,
man.
all right. Now you don't want Ben Simmons on the team.
No,
Okay,
but you
Claxton's
just
gonna be
came
all
up.
defense.
You just said some dumb shit though. That was
all
dumb as
right,
hell. You
all
gotta
right.
say that, bro.
I'm saying that. I mean, were you saying the same thing when you got swept? Right? You
Saying
had the
what?
Nets
Saying what,
beating the
Bruce?
Celtics, right?
Saying what?
That the Nets were gonna beat the Celtics, right?
Yeah, I thought they were gonna beat them last year.
So is Kyrie and KD was on the team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
But is this the same team as last year? Or is this a whole different roster?
Isn't the same players? Isn't it the same
No,
players?
it's not the same players, bro. Have you
Why? What's
been
the
watching the
difference?
team?
What's
Bro?
the difference?
We
Ben
got
Simmons.
like 6 new players.
It was Ben
What the
Simmons
hell is
playing?
this? We got 6 new players, bro. This is not the same team.
Was Ben
Fool.
Simmons playing?
No.
Okay.
Come on, bro. We got a whole. Is Bruce Brown on the team? Do you see Jeff Green and Blake Griffin out there?
You don't
Huh?
want Bruce Brown on the team? The
Do you
Nuggets
see
like him.
Drummond? No. I'd rather have TJ Warren.
You rather have Bruce Brown was like the second best player in the playoff.
Yeah,
For you.
you're right. But he's still not better than no damn TJ Warren.
Hey, TJ Warren looking like he's that consistent third scorer on your team,
Come
man.
on, man.
Yeah. TJ Warren he looking better than I thought coming back from injury. He
You got a
looking
way better,
Well,
team now.
he's not asked to do a lot of things. He's there just for scoring.
He's the third
Yeah,
option on
yeah,
offense.
yeah.
Yeah, third option though. That's a big role to have, Bruce. Third option on offense. Well, that's a big role.
I'd rather have TJ Warren than Marcus Morris.
What up, Kiss?
Oh, what's up, y'all?
Hey, this season going by fast though.
Hey, young
This
African.
shit crazy.
What up?
I asked you to leave your dumb shit in 2022.
What dumb shit you talking about, cuz?
The whole
You want to see
stream.
the Clippers in the first round?
The whole stream, BJ. Stop the cap. Hey, first off, you better clip these clips, BJ, because you got. I'm gonna provide the receipts at the end of the season, BJ. Don't be tripping.
Yeah, whatever, nigga.
Boy, it's
Yeah,
gonna be a
man.
long summer, boy.
Hey, you
It's
said
gonna
that
be a
we
long
trash.
summer.
We about to have a better record than the Clippers. And when you talk about we
that's
want to meet us
crazy.
in the first round, I really do want to meet the Clippers in the first round. What are you acting like y'all got some smoke for us? Like y'all them guys. Y'all not them guys, bro. Ain't nobody fearing the Clippers. Nobody.
So you want an early vacation, is what you're saying?
I want an early dub, bro. What are you talking about?
Hey, brother.
Hey, young African, they better hope y'all don't trade them draft picks and get somebody.
Exactly.
Hey,
I've been trying to tell BJ that.
That's true,
If
bro.
we trade the draft picks, get a nice solidified all-star level player. AD come back healthy. It's a wrap, dog. It's a wrap.
Wait.
It's a
Young
wrap.
Africa.
all-star?
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Young Africa. Is it Austin Reeves and Walker injured?
They are, and we still winning out here, bros. 4-game winning streak. Well, y'all on a 5-game losing streak.
Wait.
bro.
You playing
Shout
the
out to LeBron
Atlanta,
James.
You were playing the Atlanta Shorties last night.
Come on, man. Call them what you want. That's an NBA team. Hey, you know what? You know what you need to do? Hey, you need to understand that it ain't no easy win in the league. Ask the Clippers on a 5-game losing streak, bro.
Well, you're gonna play the Sacramento Kings. That's a lot. That's an L.
You don't know about that. You don't
Hey,
know.
the Kings,
what
man.
happens if
Kings
LeBron
have
goes for
surprised
40
me,
piece?
man.
Yeah,
The
they
Kings.
got that offense, bro. That fast pace.
Yeah.
It's a bonus.
I ain't gonna lie, De'Aaron Fox, that boy, he the fastest in the league.
Hey, that's why I was saying it. Like when you got an offense like a guy like De'Aaron Fox, you don't have to set up and run
You
plays.
don't, bro. Cause that nigga, you think he the fastest in the league?
Thank you, Melo. Tell Young Africa that.
Bro, what? Bro, as soon as he get the rebound, he gone. He already.
You don't have no De'Aaron Fox on your team, BJ. What are you talking about, bro?
Bro, John Wall has the same speed. Not as much as
No, he
not as
don't.
much as bro. Hold on. John Wall still has that burst of speed, bro.
Not that
He still has that burst of
Hey,
speed.
Melo, do you agree with that, Melo?
Fuck, not no more. Nah, it's too. De'Aaron Fox is way faster now. Hell no.
Yeah, man. Stop it, BJ.
He
You
still
talking
has
about
the
Washington
speed,
Wizards?
but he still has
Nah, we
enough.
talking about
Now,
like
I guess
5
he does.
years ago.
Yeah. He's. I'm saying he's not as fast as De'Aaron because of the speed now, but he still got enough speed to be that.
Yeah, that's true. But
yeah, that's what I'm telling
I said
Africa.
he can turn up the tempo, he can increase the pace, but that ain't the solution to all your problems. What I've been trying to say, BJ, don't be mad at me, man. You mad at the facts, bro. You ain't mad at me. You mad at your record, bro. That's what you mad at, man.
I mean,
don't take it out on me, bro. Don't take it out on me, man.
BJ.
If it make you feel better, though, I'm gonna take them hits, BJ. So this is my brother.
I tell you what, BJ, we'll give y'all Ben Simmons, Steph Curry, and Joe Harris for Kawhi.
You don't want Benson?
Fuck no.
For Kawhi, shit, nah. For
That's a bad trade.
You might throw in a second round pick or some shit, man.
Nope. Nope. I'm good.
What is your love and infatuation for Paul George? Like, why? Like, bro, this shit, he good, but it ain't, bro, come on, BJ. Stop acting like he on that level, man.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to tell him.
I think it's just been him not playing. It's nothing with his game. It's nothing with his game. I'm worried about.
That's a part of it, though. Him not playing, so shit.
Yeah, man.
So why you want him?
Shit, cause we can make something work with him.
Hey.
Yeah, when you on the team with number 7, man, you gonna want to be out there playing.
See how you flip that? Bruce, see how you flip that? Now you want to take KD's that dude.
No, I'm just saying, shit. Can you imagine PG and KD? Kyrie?
Hey,
Yeah.
man, I like Melo, man. Melo, funny dude, man.
But this shit, Melo, man, this disgusts me, man. Like seeing this shit, man. This was very hurtful to watch, hurtful to see.
Hey, Melo, I want to ask that question, Melo. Hey, what percentage of the blame do you give to for the Clippers, for the players and the coach? What percentage do you split between the coach and the
Really? As the best player, like they always tell me, shit, the best player got to take the blame. I'm blaming Kawhi, nigga. What the hell? Shit. Like, how y'all get beat down like that, though? Like, come on, man. How you score 0 points against the Pacers in the fourth quarter?
So
How you lose to the Orlando Magic and airball the game one? Like this all shit that happened.
so who will you blame last year against the Celtics?
Durant. What you thought I wasn't gonna say Durant?
Okay.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you can't.
You got to, man.
Yeah.
That's how it
I'm
goes.
blaming the best player.
So
when LeBron loses, it's on LeBron. Like
so the coach doesn't have nothing to do with the place.
Melo, that's to you, Melo. The coach, Melo. They asking you about the coach.
You heard me. So it's the coach's fault. He scored 0 points against the Pacers in the fourth quarter. So that's Ty Lue's fault.
So Kawhi is responsible. So when they do the pick and roll with Reggie Jackson, and Reggie Jackson shoot the three, so it's Kawhi, right?
Nope. What does got to do with him scoring 0 in the fourth against the Pacers?
So Kawhi is the one who's guarding Jamal Murray when Jamal Murray was scorching.
Hey, hold on. Didn't he just say they got the what he called Kawhi the Intimidator, right? Why the Intimidator?
The Terminator. The Terminator.
Why he ain't say fuck that? I got it. Why he ain't do that?
I was just saying that, my brother. I was just saying.
You talking about the Pacers? You talking about the Pacers
No,
game?
I'm talking about Jamal Murray, BJ. Why he ain't say fuck? Let me hold. I still owe him a beat down for what he did to us. Let me hold. Why he ain't say that?
That doesn't need to be Kawhi to guard it.
Go what? See, come on, man. Let's keep the same energy.
Kawhi don't guard him. They going home. Shit.
Exactly, bro.
What the hell?
You don't need the coach to tell you to take the man on fire, bro. Like,
Come on,
you know what he didn't do against the Pacers? He didn't check Halliburton out of
what?
Like,
man, Halliburton had 0 turnover. He was
man.
Well, I could tell you why he didn't take Halliburton. I could tell you that right now. Because let me put this out here. Rick Carlisle was the coach of the Mavericks, and he's the coach of the Pacers. And the Clippers switched everything. All Tyrese Halliburton was doing was calling for a screen so he gets the weaker defender to guard him. So if you had Kawhi grab Halliburton, all he would have did was call for a screen.
Don't switch.
But that's the problem. That Ty Lue telling him to switch everything. This is the same dude that did this to us in the conference finals with Luke.
But Kawhi can't just override that and say, hell nah, fourth quarter winning
bro,
time.
you don't think if this man, bro, he can't even play back. Bro, he can't. He can't play, bro. He can't play. Bro, he can't. Hold on. Look at what's happening, bro. This man ain't playing back to backs. You don't think this man want to play back to back?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
This man is itching to play. Players don't call the shots like that in the league, man. That's not how it goes.
Hey, BJ, who predicted all this shit for going on anyway, man?
You heard.
40 games in.
Man, look. I said, but I'm still giving the Clippers to February before I go in on them.
February.
I'm not going. February, because by the time in February, if niggas don't realize, you gonna be who you really are.
Yeah, you right.
You really gonna be who you are. So I'm giving it to you before I really go in on them.
What do they got to do, Herm, between now and February for you to be impressed? What do they got?
Well, I really ain't supposed to put this out there, but I'm going to. I'm gonna give y'all exclusive right now. It was a trade like a month ago, like a month or two ago, that could have took place that the Clippers, I think they need to revisit. They kept it on the low. They kept it low key. But I think they need to revisit it, and I think they need to go ahead and pull the trigger and get a Mike Conley and Vanderbilt in there.
And Vanderbilt?
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Mike Conley is gonna sit down next to Kawhi on the bench. Vanderbilt doesn't play.
But the reason why you get Conley is to be insurance for John Wall. John Wall still gonna be your starter. But
Mike Conley needs insurance.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Bruce. I was really gonna say that too.
Now, but here's the thing, though. Mike Conley as a backup, I think would be just fine. And you get a guy like Jared Vanderbilt, that will solve some of the rebounder problems. He could switch on everything.
That's
he
true.
really could guard at least four.
You think he can play with Zubac because he doesn't hit the three? There's not gonna be some spacing issues.
No, but see, Vanderbilt actually is a great corner three shooter.
Yeah. Is he? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He shoots like 39% from three. He
Okay.
shoot 39% for three, so he'll fit right in. And he
Okay.
does all the small
Yeah,
things.
he
So
do.
that's the type of guy they need. That's why losing Hardenstein was crucial too, because Hardenstein was doing all the small things. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes the Clippers made, that a Hardenstein go.
Dang, who's on
But
the block then, man? Well, we got Reggie on the block, Marcus Morris on the block. Like we got
yeah. Hey, here's the thing. BJ may know this already, and he may elaborate on it once I get done. Reggie Jackson was on the block.
okay.
Yeah, I heard that too. That's probably partially why he's been playing like this. Um,
Gunning.
I need to tell you, Reggie brushed his teeth too. This shit, but man, he hella popcorn. This shit yellow as shit.
he don't look the same, bro. He don't have the same energy as last year. He ain't playing with the same fire, the same free spirit. You could just tell when you watch him. He just look drained. He ain't got no fire to him.
That's why y'all starting him to keep his trade value up. Is that what it is?
No, they starting to put something wrong with Ty Lue.
Yeah, that I can't. I just think that's an infatuation, bro. Like this cat has the same infatuation as Doc Rivers had with Lou Williams.
Hey, but look though, a lot of people don't want to call it how it is. Ty Lue's been exposed as a coach. He really shown that he's not as great as everybody thought he really was. Because one thing about a good coach, I said this before the season started, we actually going to see how good of a coach Ty Lue is. And right now, he's mediocre as hell. He's mediocre than a motherfucker right now. And Ty
So
Lue got you got to
oh, go
make
ahead.
better decisions. He should have established a training camp. This way he failed at. In training camps, you establishing the roles. You give people you tell your players on your team, this is what I expect for you this year. This is how I gonna go. And you tell your team, look, we got a lot of fucking talent on this team. I could really play all 12 of y'all at will if I want to, but you guys got to understand, for certain matchups, you might not see the fucking floor. And also, if you playing bad, I'm gonna take your ass out the game. And I don't want you to be in your feelings. One game you may play 36 minutes. The next game, depending on the matchups and depending on how you play, you may play 10.
How does that help chemistry though, Herm? Well,
Nah,
how do they build
nah, but
chemistry?
young, nah,
Consistency.
but young Africa, this is what I'm saying. You gotta get the team to buy in and understand that when the next man up mentality.
Right.
When you in the game, we gonna roll with who's doing good. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you Kawhi Leonard. I don't care if you Paul George. If they playing bad, but if BJ Boston knocking down all these shots and he playing better than Kawhi, that's who's gonna be in the game. And you got
He's
to
done
establish
that.
that type.
The
You got to
That's
point
the
is
establish
he's
NBA
that
though,
done
culture.
that.
Herm. That's the NBA, Herm. You can't bench your $100 million,
No,
$200 million players, Herm. Damn.
yes, you can.
Well,
Yes,
he
you
did
He's
that
done
can.
last
it.
game in
He's
the
done it, and
blowout.
that's
But
why
shit.
people actually have faith in him because he's done it before. When
Hey,
Kawhi and
hey,
PG was playing bad in that Atlanta Hawks game a couple years back, he benched all of them,
hey, he just benched
and it was
Kawhi,
just
and Kawhi taking shots at the coach, man, after one game.
But Kawhi, this is what you got to understand, Africa. Kawhi Leonard actually understands like the way we playing, the way we moving, the way the chemistry is right now. We not gonna be shit. We really not gonna win, and we probably gonna be borderline playoffs if we keep going down this path. So that's why he called out Ty Lue. Cause I could give you another thing, Africa. The locker room going through some things. You got about half the team pissed at Ty Lue right now. Got half the team not pleased the way Ty Lue been
Mm.
coaching, how he been moving his decisions. Like Robert Covington should be getting at least 22 minutes a game. There's
and
no
not
reason that
because
this
and not
man should
because
get.
Batum was injured, because he actually deserves to play.
Yeah,
He's an asset to the team.
exactly.
I ain't mad at that,
And
but any players mad at Kawhi and PG being out for half the season? Are they mad at that too, or how are they
because
feeling?
not, but Young Africa, they actually not, because they understand that it's an organizational thing why they holding out Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. That's why they're not mad at those guys.
Okay.
How many times have I came in here and said that? How many times have I said to Young Africa, it's not them? See, once I seen this, and I said to myself, bro, it's not them. They want to play. This is the medical staff, bro, doing this stuff. I ain't never seen nothing like this in all basketball. A medical staff this cautious.
Now
I don't
I
know.
get all
Go ahead.
now. this could be a way of thinking. I'm not saying this is the way the medical staff thinking. Maybe they might be paranoid because of the situation with the Spurs years ago with Kawhi Leonard to the point where we gonna make sure we do everything right. If we gotta be overly cautious, that's what we going to be. So we won't get accused of the same shit as the Spurs. That's a possibility. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's a possibility on that end. But it is an organization. They decided that Kawhi Leonard not playing as much as that he wants to play. So I'm gonna be real about that. But I'm gonna say this: if this shit still going on in February, I'm gonna let Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have it. I'm gonna ether them. I'm gonna destroy them.
It might be too late, Herm. It might be too late by February. Might be too late.
What you got? February 1st.
February 1st.
February
1st. What's up with it, Mingle?
You talking about March, man? Shit, man. Okay.
What's up, Mingle? Go ahead, Mingle. My bad. Go ahead.
Man, y'all wild, man. Y'all wild. But the thing is, man, the Clippers got a good team, like I said in the chat. It's just that Ty Lue got to get his rotations down. That's the only thing. I think once he get his rotations down and get everybody that's gonna start and everybody that's gonna come off the bench and all that together, I think the Clippers will be fine. And also, Paul George and Kawhi do got to play more. And I don't care nothing about no organization decision because my thing is, I mean, dude had a year and so off. How much time you damn need? Like, dude, like, see, this is my thing. Okay, yes, they're trying to be cautious on the injuries. I get all that. But at the same time, though, I mean, dude, you already had a year off. How much time you need?
That's how I feel about
that's the only thing, and that's the only thing I'm saying.
Kawhi said two years, Jester. That's what he said. He said 2 years.
I mean, that's a long time, bro. You already had about a year or so off, and then you getting more time off. Like, what the hell is going on here?
Young Africa, you enjoying this, huh?
And everybody always, and this the funniest thing about the whole situation. Everybody always pick at how injury prone AD is, but Kawhi missed more games than AD have.
Half the smoke though. He only get half the smoke though. Just like he don't get the same smoke, man. I don't get it though. It's so good. Might just be the Lakers. I don't know.
So did AD prove something by himself, or Kawhi did prove something?
They both got to prove something. They both on this team, on that team.
Yeah.
The only difference, the reason why I say AD's worse is because now I want Kawhi to play. Like, he needs to be playing. But the difference is that Kawhi actually had a major injury. AD, he's getting hurt every other week off tic-tac stuff. And he's taking forever to come back.
That's the only difference. Every time that man get off the floor and come down, the crowd gasps. Like, please no.
That's true. Stress fracture ain't no light injury, but that's true.
Like, what's the injury? Does anybody know what the injury is of Anthony Davis?
Fracture, bone spurs, stress fracture, BJ.
Because I didn't hear. All I heard was he was out indefinitely. I didn't get an actual idea what actually he hurt.
Stress fracture in his foot, PJ. You know that's a micro crack in your foot, PJ. You know,
eyebrows injury, man.
Eyebrow, come on, Bruce. Come on, Bruce. Damn, Bruce. Hey, how come you don't have the same smoke for Kawhi, man? You got all this smoke for me. That's so good, Bruce.
Because you sad, man.
Yo, man, don't be mad at me, man. I know you're mad right now. Don't be mad at me.
The cloth. That nigga the cloth.
Hey, AD soft, bro. I ain't seen AD be healthy for 4 months, 5 months straight since like years ago, man. So I'm mad at AD too, man.
Since the bubble gum.
Yeah, I ain't seen him healthy since, man. So I'm mad at AD, man. He messed up the whole run, man. We could have been a lot better with
shit. Y'all still winning without him, shit. So he come back.
Exactly, but we staying afloat. We 4-game winning streak. Better not sleep on us though, man. Like we looking nice.
What? You beating terrible team. You just beat the Atlanta.
But hold up, young guy. Hold up, young guy. You gotta understand something though. In the playoffs, you're not playing no bad teams in the playoffs. It's a different breed.
That's true.
It's a different animal. It's a different animal when you beat the playoffs now.
That's true. That's why I say we need a healthy AD in the playoffs. LeBron can't get it done on his own, so we do need AD in the playoffs. But
LeBron
Justin, what
cannot
do you
do
think
it by
about the
himself.
Clippers? You think
Wow,
the
young
Clippers can
African.
turn it around, Justin? You think they can turn it around?
I think they can. Who you talking about? The Clippers or the Lakers?
The Clippers, the Clippers.
Both, no, both.
Lakers hoop and shit. They ain't got to
I
turn
think
shit
both of
around.
them can turn it around. Like I said, the Clippers just need to get their rotations and stuff down. I mean, how the hell you don't play Terrence Mann and Roku? What the hell is going on with that? Like, what the problem is? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I
So
mean, I still
whose
ain't trying to
minutes you
figure it
cutting,
out.
Jester? Whose minutes you cutting for them guys?
Man, you cutting Norman Powell and Reggie Jackson minutes for them. What
Norman
are you
Powell?
saying?
Norman Powell
Hell
been one of their
yeah.
better players, really?
Dude,
Hey,
you
that
gotta
nigga had
you
like
gotta play a guy like
Terrence
Terrence
Mann,
Mann and
goddamn
Roku.
Scottie Pippen or something. Nigga
No, I ain't saying Roku is Scottie Pippen. Nobody,
No,
I
I'm
ain't
talking about
saying
Terrence
that.
Mann.
I'm not saying Terrence Mann is Scottie Pippen. What I'm saying is Terrence Mann is the young guy. He can give you them fresh legs. You know what I'm saying? He can give you that fresh them fresh minutes off the bench. If you're gonna bring him off the bench, at least play him longer than what you're playing him. Is all I'm saying. You playing him 9 minutes here, 12 minutes there, 15 minutes there. That ain't good for a player like that. He gotta learn, he gotta grow. He's young. He gotta get that experience. And he can't get experience sitting on the bench. That's my point.
Yes, I think you. I didn't think I gave you a chance to speak, bro. What you have to say?
Bro, I honestly, I'm wondering when Kawhi and PG gonna play again. They didn't play Thursday. They didn't play yesterday. I'm wondering when is it?
Oh man.
I'm like, it's one
Questionable.
thing. All right, Kawhi don't
Questionable.
play back to back, but he didn't play at all since he didn't play all week.
Hell yeah.
My boy was like, "Yo, your boy gonna play Friday." I'm like, he didn't play all week. He might as well play Friday.
Hey man, Kawhi like a government check, man. He only come through twice a month, bro. Twice a month.
Man, listen to that young guy. He's trying to be funny. He's
The
trying to be
crazy
real
thing
funny.
is, yeah, let him get his shit off. Let him get his shit off. But
Government Kawhi, just he called government Kawhi from that one. Just my man. Go ahead, kids. My bad.
but it's like what Herm said. It's like what he's dealing with right now is like the total opposite of what he was dealing with in San Antonio. There was rushing him back to play when he was misdiagnosed in San Antonio. Now this time, he's eager to play, but he's being held back. And it's like that's just like there's no conversation about it, nothing. And I feel like it's gonna cost them in the long run. Cost his team in the long run. Ty Lue, you know what I didn't realize about Ty Lue signed to Clutch Sports?
Yeah. Yeah.
What that mean, man? What
I
that
don't trust
mean, man?
him.
Well, what we talking?
You don't
Oh,
trust him?
it's the conspiracy theories now. That's what we doing now.
I mean, does lightning have to strike twice?
So he's throwing away his whole coaching career because of what? Well,
I'm just saying. There was
Tyler out there playing?
I'm just saying it's not even no, it's not about the playing. Look, like if you can't who in this panel right now can't figure out rotations for this Clippers team?
So
I don't think it's as easy as y'all say it is. It's not as easy. Exactly.
And he never even put these guys back in the second half to like redeem.
Yeah, because they weren't doing shit in the first half. Shit.
See, because I be hearing double talk because just to say like you're playing Terrence Mann 12 minutes here, 15 minutes there. Herm saying you got to bench dudes, and if they're not playing good, like if you want to go that route, players are gonna have inconsistent roles, man. So I don't know what y'all want. Like you can't play 15 guys 25 minutes a game, bro. Like I don't know what you're trying to do.
I think what's going on is this is my thing. I don't know who. I think Herm said he feel like Ty Lue didn't establish what he needs to be established at the beginning of training camp. Guys don't know telling guys what it really is. Like, look, you're gonna be playing certain nights, but you might not play certain nights. We have a 12-man talented rotation, knowing what it is, so there's no surprise. I think what's happening now is that we're getting hit with so many haymakers that we don't know where it's coming from, and it's actually having us, having to think on the clock. Like we weren't prepared. I'm gonna be honest, we weren't prepared for all this, bro. Ty Lue wasn't prepared to handle all these players. Kawhi Leonard, he wasn't prepared to be held out all these games. Paul George wasn't prepared to possibly be getting these knick-knack injuries. Like a lot of stuff is just hitting us left from right. And I think we did a bad job of setting the tone at the beginning. And what Kes said, this could cost us all this stuff that's happening. We making all these bad moves and bad decisions. It can cost us down the line. 'Cause I ain't never seen a championship team just not develop any type of chemistry and continuity. Like they would have to have like one of the best second halves we've ever seen of all time to make me believe, okay, it's on. It's on and popping.
A Boston Celtics type of run, right, BJ? Like last season.
Man, fuck the Celtics.
Yeah.
I'm not them, but yeah, like them, pretty much.
Damn, why you don't like the Celtics, bro?
Kept saying the same shit.
I never liked them niggas, man.
They the most overrated franchise of all time.
Wow, Herb, that's crazy, Herb. They tied with the most chips in NBA history.
All right, and most of them was won in the Jim Crow era.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
They ran 11 of them was won by one player, bro.
Okay. I ain't mad at you, man.
Hell, what they won in the 90s and 2000s only won. And the only reason they won that because Kevin McHale gave away KG for nothing to Danny Ainge ass. So, I mean, come on, man.
So what do you think this team can do, Herm? You still think that they can be a contender this season? The Clippers?
I think they can turn it around, but I'm giving them to the end of February. Like I said, like BJ can go home. BJ, have I said that all year? I'm gonna wait till February. If they don't turn this shit around, I'm gonna go the fuck off, and I'm gonna have Clipper Nation.
February 1st, right?
Again. Nah, I said the end of February, so I know for sure how they gonna be. You gonna have an indication of how teams most likely.
It's been 40 games, man. Come on, bro.
End of February, there's like what? There's like a couple weeks left in the regular season, something like that. Like,
yeah. That's the main reason why I said what I'm saying.
Okay.
Man, 40-some games in.
Well, hey, I put it like this: they still better than them Celtics. They still better than them. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit about the Celtics.
Yeah. I bet you don't pick Giannis to come out the East this year. You know he don't want to play them again.
Man, Giannis, Chris Middleton on the floor, they'll be Boston in 5 games.
What Giannis gonna do?
They'll be Boston in 5 games. They'll be Boston in 5 games.
That's cap, nigga.
All you gotta do is put your money on it.
All you gotta do is tell Giannis, nigga, to do something with the ball. Don't lock his ass up again, man. Stop it.
If Chris Middleton out there, they ain't gonna be able to lock him up.
Oh.
Because they're gonna take the defense off of Giannis and put it on Middleton. That's what it is. Boston overrated to me, bro. I'm sorry. Them niggas is overrated. Y'all might have a chance to beat them.
Nigga. Long as Giannis don't.
Miami would have won if Tyler Hero would have played at least 2 more games.
Doing shit the 2 games he played. He was getting locked up.
All right. He guess how many games he missed? 5. So you mean to tell me he didn't play 1 or 2 of?
Smart was hurt.
If he would have just played the 2 more games, he would have went off of one of those 2. He would have went off of one of those 2.
Why he didn't go off in the first 2 games?
Yeah, man. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, Herm. That's what we're doing now, Herm.
I'm just telling the truth about Boston. Boston made it off committed. Boston made it because Milwaukee wasn't 100%. Even though I still chose Milwaukee, it took them 7 games to beat a Milwaukee team with no goddamn guy that could take over. No guy outside of Giannis that could take over a damn game.
The year before that,
and Boston. Hey, look, at the end of the day, this how you know, Melo, that Boston ain't shit. And the goddamn All-Star voting for us the forwards, for us the wing. Jason Tatum not even at the top of that. He number 4 or 5 in the East. And so if Jason Tatum was really like that, would you believe if people really thought Jason Tatum was like that? Would you think that he'd be voted higher? He ain't that nigga. He ain't that nigga. He ain't built like that, nigga.
Hey, who are the guys ahead of Jason Tatum in the East Conference forwards? Who?
Giannis, Giannis, Kevin Durant, and I forgot the other motherfucker. But I forgot the other Jason Tatum number 4.
But because he's not more popular than him, bro.
It ain't about. Nah. He playing for one of the most decorated, overrated franchises in NBA history. How
Yeah,
the fuck
they
he
trying to
ain't
make
getting
him
no
the
vote?
face. They trying to make him the face of the league, man. He definitely got the popularity. Yeah,
They just know he ain't that nigga.
yeah. I've been saying that for like 2 years.
Facts.
He
He
has
is
bad
what he
shooting
is.
nights. Yeah, he has bad shooting nights. That he overshoots. He shot jacks. He thinks he's Kobe, bro. Like he ain't him. He ain't him.
Wow. So we
This shit
questioning a guy
crazy.
like
Hey,
Jason
young
Tatum.
Africa, I'm gonna tell you how fucked up it is for Boston. Man, look, I ain't did no debates on the month stream yet. I'll do one with True the King and I'll smoke him and I explain why the Boston Celtics are the most overrated franchise in NBA history. Man,
Okay.
Giannis can't beat him. Shit.
Can line that up. Line that up.
Greek
I
Freak
want to
can't
hear
beat
that.
him.
I want to hear that.
Hey, guess
This is
what? Guess what though, Melo? Giannis got the same amount of rings that Boston got it damn near 30 years.
What that mean?
One. He got one just like Boston.
Can he beat them? I want to know. I don't want to hear about. Can he beat them?
I just want to know.
I
I just want to know if Boston go get. Hey, Melo, I bet you 500 now that Boston won't get past second round.
I bet you 500. I bet they smoke the Bucks again. Fuck all that. I don't care about.
Fuck the Bucks. I'm saying they won't get past the second round. Boston not getting past the second round. I bet 500 on that. I don't give a damn who they play. They're not getting past the second round. I guarantee it.
I don't know, man, but it's gonna be tough. They ain't no lock to make it out the second round. You're right about that, but yeah, I feel like whoever come out the East is gonna win the championship, though. Herm, what do you think?
I actually don't believe that because end of the day, you still got the champs. They been winning without Steph Curry, and people ain't really talking about Golden State. And Golden State actually, I said this is my team fault. John Morant stupid ass done fucked around and woke Golden State up.
All that shit talking.
Yeah, and he done made them niggas start playing together. You done made them niggas start put the beefs aside to start playing together. I was like, man, what the fuck?
I agree. Man? I agree. I mean, John Morant woke up Golden State. They talk too much.
I was like, God damn. I said, man, why you do that for? Them motherfuckers beefing and crying and bitching and shit, and now you done put them niggas back together because you want to say you ain't worried about nobody in the West. You didn't think Golden State was to go try to make a statement on Christmas Day? Man, you out your damn mind. Klay Thompson all of a sudden woke up. Man, Golden State probably gonna win again. And
so
then
Draymond Green went in the locker room and
then,
had a speech.
Y'all
go ahead,
win again. What's going on?
Hey, if he Melo, I'm not a Giannis fan. Why he keep bringing up Giannis?
Nah, because you won last year until that money was on.
Nah. Hey, but look, and guess what? I won that money. I won that money back and then some.
You did.
I don't know why Melo is talking. Just win one game in the playoff and come to talk.
Right, shit. Hey, Bruce, hey, we only 5 sweeps behind Shaq, 2 behind Kobe, a few behind LeBron, man.
Just win one game in the first round.
You right, shit.
Hey, and I guarantee you, and Melo, I bet you won't bet no money on this series if it happens.
What?
I bet you 500 that the Cleveland Cavaliers will put Boston at the playoffs.
Nah, they ain't ready.
That's easy money. But when them boys lock down, it's over with. It's over with.
Nah, no, they ain't ready yet, Herm. Maybe next season, but I don't know about
Cleveland. But young Africa, break down that. I want you to really break down Cleveland's
The matchups
roster.
look nice. I agree. The matchups look nice. But do you think the first time in the playoffs, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley,
they won't be their first time though? They made the playoffs last year.
No, they didn't.
They were in the play-in. They didn't actually make
the playoffs. They were playing.
Yeah.
But you still got the veteran of Kevin Love. I think Kevin Love will actually play good in that Boston series. I think he'll be a difference maker. Spider, ain't nobody on Boston that can stop Spider. Ain't nobody on Boston. Boston backcourt is not better than
Yeah,
Cleveland's
I
backcourt.
agree with that. I agree with that.
Oh,
like they already beat Boston twice. They already beat Boston twice.
So
I know Spider is gonna stop Spider.
He won't because he got Garland. Garland cancels out shit, so Spider won't be as adequate. You won't see the Utah Spider. Spider is not the Utah Spider no more. But Cleveland's backcourt and front court is better than Boston.
Who
The only
guarding
thing,
Jaylen Brown
the
and
only
Jason Tatum?
shit, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown got to play. He
Jaylen
got to
Brown
actually
gonna
play
bully
both
them.
ends.
Stop it,
So
bro.
I agree. I agree.
Jaylen
I
Brown
agree
not
that
gonna be.
Cleveland backcourt, best backcourt in the league. You're right. It's the best backcourt in the league, man.
What?
Garland and Spider. Yeah.
I ain't gonna go that far, but it's up there.
Huh? Who better?
It's
Who
up
better?
there.
Who better?
For his backcourt,
Man.
Yeah,
Al
point guard,
Horford
shooting
and
guard
Robert
combo.
Williams.
Who better?
point guard, shooting guard, come up. Damn.
Somebody was telling me Trey Young and DeAndre Murray, but
Nah,
I'm not
hell
sure.
nah, bro. Don't bring them niggas up. No way, man.
They
Come on,
they
bro.
They
actually
was going
would
to.
have
They
been.
want to top. They
Man,
would
They
have
actually
been.
should.
Robert Williams will bully. What's the name?
Man,
Jared
Robert
Allen.
Williams ain't shit, man. I'm tired of motherfuckers talking about some Robert Williams, man. He ain't shit. But an injury prone
Shit,
ass
what is
big
Jared
man.
Allen then?
That's all he
Man, come on,
is.
bro.
He ain't better
Jared
than
Allen
Jared
ain't
Allen.
shit.
He ain't better
Come
than
on, man.
Jared Allen.
Evan
Robert
Mobley
Williams
get
has the
better this year.
AD
He got
disease.
worse this year. Come on, bro. Stop it.
Jared Allen was an all-star.
Man, come on, bro. Al
When,
Horford will
when,
bully what's Evan Mobley, man. Stop. He too little.
Hey, Al
not
Horford
this
don't
year
have
he
no
won't.
post game. He don't
Not
have no
this
post
year he
game like
won't.
that. Yeah, he ain't
Al
bully
Horford
no
not
more.
even the same. See, you so damn dumb. Al Horford done fell off bad this year.
He ain't playing great. Yeah, he just getting ready for the playoffs though. He ain't really trying to go hard in the regular season. He ain't even playing back to backs. He fully healthy, not playing back to backs and shit like.
But Jaylen Brown not gonna be that effective, Melo, because he got to play defense. Either he got to go on Spider or he got to go on Garland.
So all right. So
Either
who
way,
guards Jason Tatum? Who guards Jason Tatum?
I mean that's the issue Cleveland got because they don't have a
Himself.
small forward.
Himself.
Who?
But
Himself.
Crazy
Shit.
Jason Tatum gonna
Karis
lock
LeVert.
himself down.
Who you putting Karis LeVert on?
No, I mean if Cleveland smart. If Cleveland smart, we gonna see a Jason Tatum go actually win the game by himself. We gonna lock up everybody
Shit, as long
else.
as he ain't playing Golden State, you know what he gonna do to everybody else.
We gonna dare this nigga to be the end all be all for the
Yeah, this ain't Golden State.
I don't believe in no damn Jason Tatum.
He might drop 50 on that, Herm. He might drop 50.
this ain't Golden
He
State.
ain't gonna score 50 the whole series. He ain't gonna score that the whole series.
Yeah, nigga.
Jason Tatum is gonna test Kobe and
Don't do that, Herm. Don't do that, Bruce. Don't do that.
Shit, when he ain't playing Golden State, that boy a monster.
That man a hoe. He was a hoe. He a whole hoe.
So that's the case. That
He a
mean
whole
Giannis
hoe.
over there. He
Hey,
Giannis trapped and dropped down there.
But why you keep talking about a nigga I don't go for? Giannis choked in game 6 and 7. What more can a nigga say? He choked. He quit in game 7.
Come on, man. How's 40 points, 20 rebounds choking, Herm?
Game
Come on.
7,
We can't
he
do
got
that.
30 ball.
He quit in game 7.
Yeah, he did.
In game 6, yes, he had great numbers, but he choked though because he didn't do shit when it mattered.
And he ain't want to guard Tatum. He ain't even take the challenge.
That's true. That's one thing I do put on Giannis, man. You got to take that challenge, man. When the guy's hot like that, you do got to do that. That's true.
And Dijon, if you believe in Boston, put your money up. I don't know why you going for a racist ass franchise and thinking that they actually good. They ain't shit. They ain't been shit since the 80s. They ain't been shit since the 80s.
Herm, who coming out the East, Herm?
Who coming out the East? Brooklyn Nets. That's my preseason pick. I'm still going with Brooklyn.
Yeah, I got Brooklyn coming out as well, man.
You like the way that boy KD hooping, huh?
Nah, but that was my prediction before the season started, Melo. So I'm just rolling with my prediction.
Yeah. They I watched the Pelicans last night. They did look like a team together. I ain't gonna lie. That coach got them playing some real good ball.
They were missing that too.
That coach turned them around, bro. It's almost like Katie and Kyrie purposely threw that series to get Steve Nash out. That's almost what it seemed like. I'm like, this nigga Katie, I ain't never seen this nigga look like this, bro.
Especially at the start of the season when they were playing like trash and now they're doing this. That's kind of crazy.
They just wanted Steve Nash gone, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Hey, Melo, you got some quitters on your team, bro.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Shit, I can't tell. Shit, we started 1-5. Where we at now?
And I don't know. A lot of wins. I ain't gonna lie.
Melo, but you cheer for the Celtics more than the Nets, though. I don't know what.
As long as Giannis don't win, I don't give a fuck. To be honest.
Hey DJ, so what's your confidence, BJ, right now? What's your confidence? Is it slowly decreasing? Because you were very confident to begin the season. Like, what's it looking like, BJ? What's it looking like?
I'm still confident. I'm still haven't lost. It's just I'm irritated, and I'm looking at some people in the organization sideways now. It's one. I thought we was all one, but it looked like there's some people with some other shit that they got planned. I don't know who's who no more, man. I don't know who's who.
Damn, bro.
Hey, but all BJ had to do was listen to me, man. In the beginning, he wouldn't be his man right now.
Coach
wouldn't be
Herm,
his
man.
man
Coach
right now.
Herm. Okay, Coach Herm.
Yeah,
I
be
mean,
all right, man. We'll be
but
all
look,
right.
yeah, but look though, young Africa. A lot of people, when it comes to a lot of things, a lot of people don't want to hear it from me at first. But when it slowly happens, they be like, "Damn, that nigga Herm crazy
Hey,
ass was
you
right."
gotta tell me that,
Herm, so
man. I
you
was
got
trying to
Clippers
tell the
coming
brother
out the West,
BJ
huh?
about the offense. He didn't
Yeah,
want
I
to
got
listen to me.
I got the Clippers coming out the West. That's why I ain't panicking. I can't panic on that. I
Yeah,
got
you
Oh,
to
you
got
switch.
to
want to
switch
switch
that.
it up? You can switch it up
You
right
better
now,
switch
Herm.
that
I'm
shit
gonna let
up,
you
boy.
switch it up.
I ain't
Let's
gonna
switch up
switch it
to
up.
who she switches to the Lakers. Young Africa. That's who he
Them
Hey,
switching
boys
to.
how
running
you
to
like my
Jamal
Lakers,
Murray, boy.
Herm?
Y'all
Hey,
niggas won't make the play in.
how many
I'm,
times LeBron dropped over 30 and getting dubs out here, Herm? 40 pieces. How you feel,
hey,
man?
but all right, but who we did it against?
A lot of teams. A lot of teams.
Nah, who we did it against?
The 47 piece was on Charlotte.
All right, are they a playoff team?
Hey, didn't they just
Probably not.
hold
Probably
Giannis to
not.
9
No,
points last night?
no,
Hold
they're
on.
not.
Okay then.
Them niggas,
So why
them
you
niggas
making
just
a
held.
big deal? Why you making a big deal?
Oh,
And Andre, I
come
grew
on,
up a
man.
Bulls fan, Andre, but I cheer for the Grizzlies because I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, man. So I'm rolling with my hometown. I always support the
Charlotte,
home team.
Atlanta.
Them boys
So
just
he
50
he
piece
he
to
dropping.
the Bucks last night, didn't they? Down there.
Who?
The Hornets.
Yeah, I mean my Bulls. We beat good teams. We just lose to the mediocre teams. We beat the
Yeah,
good teams.
Yeah, you guys
that's
play to your
fair.
competition, man. Yeah, but
Yeah,
Herm, you think that because you said Lakers ain't making the playoffs, you still stand on that, or you want to switch
hell
that
yeah,
up?
I'm still standing on that because I'm looking at all the
Uh,
teams that's above y'all. Are y'all better than Portland?
yeah,
I
I'll
believe
take the
we are.
Lakers.
I
With
believe
AD
we are.
there,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll
yeah.
take the Lakers.
Fully healthy, we definitely are.
Are y'all better than Dallas?
Hell yeah. With AD.
Yeah, I believe we are.
Oh
Nah,
Are
my
y'all
We
better?
hell
definitely
no.
better than Sacramento.
oh my
I
God.
better say, are y'all better than the Kings?
We
Cause
are better than the Kings. We're
y'all
about to
can't
play him.
stop.
We're
De'Aaron
about to.
Fox be beating y'all by himself.
We're gonna play him
Yeah, that nigga
tomorrow,
too
so we're
fast.
gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna play him
Yeah, he
tomorrow.
gonna
We're
run
gonna see.
their ass out of gym, bro.
Huh?
Man,
No, they're not.
De'Aaron Fox gonna score 40 piece tomorrow.
Oh, we about to
Nigga
see,
too
Herm.
fast.
We about to see.
Young Africa is so delusional, man.
Yeah, you are
Hey,
delusional, young Africa.
I ain't more delusional than these Clipper fans out here, Herm. So I know what you're talking about, man.
Hey,
Come on.
look at the standings right here. So Lakers, who the Lakers better than on these teams?
Utah, Portland,
Nah, yeah, they better than Utah.
Sacramento, Dallas.
Sacramento.
Yep.
Boy, you
And
crazy.
I'm gonna throw Phoenix in there.
Yeah,
They
boy,
ain't
you
looking like
crazy.
shit.
Hell nah.
Phoenix, shit.
Y'all ain't even better than the
Hey, the
T-Wolves.
Clippers, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, BJ? The Clippers. I'm gonna throw them niggas in there
Yeah, this
too.
nigga high. This
The
nigga high
Clippers.
as hell.
I'm gonna give the
Damn.
champions respect. So Golden
What y'all
State.
on the 5-game
I
list?
only see Golden State,
Yeah.
the Pelicans, the Grizzlies, and the Nuggets better than us right now, bro. Yeah, man. That's the only clear cut teams that have shown that they better. Everybody else questionable, just like Kawhi.
Herm, you
Questionable.
taking the Nuggets over the? You taking the Clippers over the Nuggets?
I say that's
Definitely
the
not.
only.
No
This
way.
what I said about that. No, I said that's the only way I feel like the Clippers gonna win the championship, but they gotta beat Denver in the playoff series. So yes, I believe the Clippers can.
So you know the Nuggets got the boogeyman, Jamal Murray. That's it. You know they.
Yeah, we just got. I gotta see us. We play them next week. I think. Yeah, we play them next week.
Oh y'all play the Nuggets again?
Yeah, we play the Nuggets next week in LA. Damn, is that on ESPN? Damn, that's on national televised. All right. Yeah, we got the Nuggets next week.
Hey, man. It's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
Clippers right now.
If
This
Marcus
Nuggets
Morris
team
is
better
still
than
on
the
the
bubble
team,
Nuggets.
Clippers gonna lose.
No,
Yeah.
but guess what though, young Africa? What if the Clippers, for some reason, because all these call outs and shit going on, all of a sudden they whoop Denver ass by 20 or 30? What you gonna say?
I gotta see it.
All I gotta say with the facts is in the last 10 games, the Clippers won. I mean, the Nuggets have won 8 of the last 10 games versus the Clippers. So that don't look like
In the
something.
last 12 games, the Clippers have won 10 for 12 against the Lakers. So what you saying?
Yeah. Hey,
I
first
gotta
off,
get
see,
past it.
that's pure deflection. We're talking about the
Damn.
Nuggets right now,
What
Yeah,
bro.
I,
was
yeah,
We're talking
I,
Kawhi
about the
playing in
Nuggets.
those
yeah,
Pure
I.
games?
deflection.
Was Kawhi playing in
Damn,
those
Africa,
games?
they scared of Murray, ain't
Yeah, exactly. I bring up the Nuggets, they bring up the Lakers. Like it's that
they? That
PTSD from
nigga
the
Murray.
bubble, bro.
No. Young Africa.
Bubble.
Was Kawhi playing in those games?
In the last 10 games, I think he was playing in many of those last 10 games, but I don't know how
Really?
many.
You sure?
Did
Come
Kawhi
on,
play the
man.
other night?
Exactly.
What the hell?
See, I couldn't tell. That
That's
wasn't
one.
Kawhi.
That's one.
That wasn't Kawhi. That was somebody else. I don't know who the hell that was.
It's like when he see Murray, he clinch up or something.
And
No
that's
lie.
what, and you know why I was saying they ain't built like that. You might have took it as like some kind of disrespect, but when you verse a team that schooled y'all and embarrassed y'all, you come back hard and you let them know that we ain't them niggas that you can just punk like that. And I would have expected them to play with that energy, and they didn't do that. That's surprising, man. That's very surprising.
That's why I was pissed when the Clippers lose, because I know Young Africa and people like Melo will come and disrespect
Why is it
Kawhi.
disrespect, bro?
That's disrespect.
Just
I mean,
like we gotta beat
when
the Celtics, y'all gotta beat the
Lakers are struggling, they may not even make the play-in, and then this guy is talking, and then KD just got swept by a team, cannot win one game, and then you talk.
You're right.
Come on, man.
But KD also beat the Celtics in the playoffs before. The Clippers ain't beat the Nuggets yet.
They beat the Celtics in the playoff win.
Yeah, nigga, the year before.
They did.
KD
They beat them when they,
before.
but also though they beat the Celtics when they didn't have Jaylen Brown. Though Jaylen Brown was
Hey, I got a question for my brother Bruce though. Bruce, have the Paul George and Kawhi been a failure for the Clippers up to this point? Have they been a failure, Bruce?
Yes.
In your opinion? Okay.
Yes. See, you thought I was gonna say yes.
I'm just asking a question, man. I really feel like there's only one answer, but I was just asking, bro.
I don't see a championship. No championship, failure.
Okay. Damn, bro.
That's fair enough, man. They can still change that. That's the crazy thing about this team. Y'all can still change that, but I don't know if y'all built like that, man. But it's gonna be.
That's what we need to see. This is what we need to see.
There, Michael Jordan. Hey,
That's what we got to see.
Hey, I said it, man. Top 5 Kawhi, man. He needs to be top 5 playing the game for y'all to be a contender, man. I don't know.
Which he already is. If he's doing, if he.
Days over with though.
When 20. No, but hold on, Melo. Before he went down with that injury in 2021, he was a top 5 player.
He was.
That's true. No, he was top 3. Shit, top 2.
Yeah, exactly. Top 2 even.
But that's down there 2 years ago, man. Man, he not them days over with. He was already not needed before he got hurt. Them knees already. Them bitches down there gone, man. That shit down there gone. I ain't gonna lie.
We gonna see. You gonna see.
I know it hurt. I know it hurt for you to watch this shit, man. But
yeah, we got another half a season though, man.
Hey, how'd you feel though, BJ, when they came out the second half against Denver with the bench squad? How'd you feel about that?
Get ready for tomorrow.
We'll see who'll get the last laugh.
I'm just saying that was surprising even to me, man. Seeing the whole bench come in the second half.
Hey Bruce, I'm telling you right now, we got the Hawks on Sunday. If we lose that game, I'm coming on right after the game.
Okay.
I'm blasting everybody. I promise you.
Yeah. The Hawks are a bad team, bro. Like you shouldn't lose to the Hawks.
Well, BJ, I think Ty Lue is on the high seat, and I think if I'm y'all behind the scenes, I have you doke on speed. There.
You don't want
to if the Clippers lose to the Hawks, Ty Lue needs to be fired the same night. The same night.
Man, that nigga gonna
Ty Lue fired the same night.
I'm gonna give you a bright side though, Melo. Udoka and Paul George will be best friends. Cause they do the same type of shit. They do the same type of shit.
What kind of shit is
Paul
that?
George will be best friends. They'll get along just fine.
Oh yeah, I get it.
They like white girls, Herm? Is that what you said? They like white girls? Or what you say?
Nah,
2 birds of a feather.
They just love fucking hoes. They fuck a lot of hoes.
Yeah, birds of a feather. Birds of a feather.
Oh,
but
shit, that's why Paul George coming out with no energy.
Too slick and shit.
Bro, if they lose on Sunday against the Hawks, bro, Ty Lue, I'm with Bruce. He gotta go. He gotta go.
Wow.
Nah, nigga. and then we lost to the baby Hawks.
Hey, the Hawks are meant to be a good team, but they don't play like a team, bro. No chemistry, no
Cause
heart.
they beefing with Nate McMillan.
Yeah, they're playing with no heart. I watched the game today against the Lakers. I was surprised at how bad they were, bro. That was sad.
It's
Like,
They
because
started off good.
but
Though.
really, they lost. Like they gave us that game. We won, but they really lost that shit. They were missing wide open shots. Like
Hell no.
I told BJ that DeAndre Murray is not like that. But okay.
Not even
Yeah,
healthy.
I don't know. DeJounte, he just in the wrong situation.
Nah, but look though, Bruce, I'm gonna tell you what's going on.
This is a good situation for you.
Trae Young, I think, got pissed off that the Hawks got Murray.
didn't he
So-
want Murray?
No, he
wasn't
did.
he?
He liked
Wasn't
that
he?
shit,
Wasn't
yeah.
he happy? He wasn't.
Yeah,
he
he
like.
was.
He was happy in the
They just been
preseason.
hurt,
They were
bro.
taking
He ain't
photos.
been
Like,
healthy
what's up?
this year.
Then you got John Collins.
Nah,
Him and
Collins
Trae
bad.
Young hate each other.
Collins.
That's because he wants more shots, bro. He's telling that nigga to pass the ball. Shit.
Then you got Trae Young mad at Nate McMillan because Nate McMillan trying to hold his ass accountable for all the dumb shots he takes. So he mad when Nate McMillan call him out. They got too much going on in Atlanta, man.
They traded that guy to the Kings. That's what's
The crazy thing is they actually got a nice roster. Herm, it's just crazy.
Yeah, you talking about Kevin Herter? Kevin Herter.
Yeah.
And they should have kept Cam Reddish, man.
Yeah, they actually got a nice roster when you look at it. Like they're a crazy 2K team, bro. Like when you play them on 2K, that's a nice squad, man. Damn.
That would be somebody for
Bruce
y'all.
This is for Bruce and BJ though. If they was to lose to the Hawks and he do get fired, who the hell y'all gonna go out?
I'm gonna be honest. You know what's funny though? You know the person Bruce. You know, man, nah. Bruce, you know the person we lost last year in the coaching staff. We lost
No, who are you talking about?
Chauncey Billups.
Man, Chauncey Billups, man, he ain't going nowhere.
Chilling in Portland.
No,
bro.
he's not going. He's not going. But I'm saying that hurt us by losing him because I
He
think
did a good job. He doing a good job.
I think he was good. He was good with Reggie and PG. I think us losing him because like I said, I think Ty Lue's getting exposed for some of his coaching methods, bro. Like I'll be watching these, and I'm like, even me, bro. I ain't no coach, but I'm like some of the moves he making his rotations. I'm like, bro, that's a bad matchup. That's a bad rotation to make. And it's just like he looked like he overwhelmed with some of like what's going on.
So you tell us, BJ, on a pro level, does the head coach manage egos and manage team, or does he really like go hard in the game plan, or is that the assistant coach's job to really scout and get the game plan ready?
It's a team. It's a team effort because like the head coach got so much going on. The assistant coach really like helps out with a lot of schemes and a lot of personalities. Like that's what Chauncey was. He was the dude that handled with Paul George and Reggie Jackson. Like that's what he would do. I see Reggie last year. He was a lot more composed, or the year before that in 2021, he was more composed. He seemed like he was, more ready to play, but now it's just like, bro, he's just like out there on the island.
Yeah.
Well, the Clippers may have to pull a Nets move, man. They might have to fire their head coach in the middle of the season.
Bro, they fired Ty Lue. Steve Ballmer, the type of dude, man, he might have that kind of in his pocket right now.
He needs to use it.
Outside of LeBron James changing coaches halfway through the season, going to the finals, like has there been a team that has done that and has gone to the finals though? Change coach halfway through the season?
I'm sure there have been teams.
LeBron James, I know, has done it, but outside of
LeBron James has done it, or the Cavaliers done it?
Yeah, okay, the Cavaliers have done it. Bruce, you're right. Okay, the Cavaliers have done it. Okay.
I'm trying to think. Well, Boston almost did it last year. Well, not Boston. Brooklyn got a chance to do it, even though they hasn't been halfway to the season, but they got a chance to like come out the East. They got a legit chance.
They did it early though, so they got some time, right? And that coach was already on the team, so I don't know if you guys got assistant coaches that can step up like that,
Yeah, Brian Shaw's our assistant coach. That's a tough thing to get a new coach, bro. I just think again, Ty Lue just got to be better, and he has to listen to his players. Like I said, when I said an altercation should happen, I didn't mean like I'm talking about somebody needs to like shake something up in that locker room. to wake Ty Lue up because he's like Bruce said,
Yup.
he's too soft on these dudes, man.
But it's about leadership. That's why I was bringing up Kawhi, right? Because like when you guys went to the conference finals with no Kawhi, you had Pat Bev to hold niggas accountable, right? BJ, you had that vocal leader. So who is that right now in the locker room?
We're
It's
not
got to be a
we're
player.
not trading for Pat Bev, man. You have
I'm not
Pat Bev.
saying trade for
John
Pat Bev.
Wall.
I'm just saying John Wall, but he just got there. Can he really hold guys accountable? I don't know about that. I don't know.
John Wall you gotta let the man play.
John Wall
If
all worried about banging blood. Game bang.
no, I'm serious, bro. Like
That's gonna
John
happen
Wall is
eventually. I
person
think.
how his personality is, how he's built. He will
And
say
Kawhi
something.
and Kawhi and PG believe in John Wall. That's why they frustrated. Cause John Wall, he is the guy that been into it with Ty Lue. And you got Robert Covington feel the same way, pissed off at Ty Lue.
That's
Hey,
true
Herm,
because
let me
that
ask
quote,
you,
that
Herm,
quote,
have you heard
like
anything? Have you heard anything with John Wall and Ty Lue getting into it?
Hey, I put it like this, BJ. Yeah, they been into it. Cause John Wall feel like he mad about his play. He mad about how he being used. He feel like he's being mismanaged. He feel like he should be the starter, which he should. And that's the bottom line. That's why they into it. But like you said, how Doc Rivers had infatuated with Lou Williams, Ty Lue got infatuated with Reggie. He loves Reggie Jackson to death. But if you look using your basketball mind and common sense, you got to bring that motherfucker where he benched at, off the bench. He got to come off that bench. Less
that's
pressure,
gonna
less
happen
effort. Because
eventually.
the
That's gonna
Clippers,
happen.
the Clippers' biggest problem is how they start games. They always coming from behind, and eventually that's why they got their ass whooped by Denver like that. Because you can't do that with every team. You start off slow with the great teams, they gonna kick you. They gonna hit you dead in your fucking mouth. And that's
Yeah,
what
that's
Denver
true, huh?
did. Like most of their games, they always start coming from behind. They come from behind in almost every game. Even in their wins, they coming from behind. And that shit get old. And you can't do that against good teams. And that's the biggest problem. The start of the game.
And I agree because the quote that BJ pulled up that Kawhi said we got to play harder, we got to play faster, a lot of hero ball. That's something I give Kawhi credit for, man. Checking players and saying, hey man, we need to be better. I hope you're doing that in the locker room because I don't want
Hey,
to hear these
but
excuses.
young Africa, you wanna know what that means? He
That
said
means
it in
play
so
John Wall pretty much.
yeah. That's all
Yeah,
he's saying.
yeah. That's gonna happen eventually. They have to start him eventually. They can't just keep doing this whack shit. So that's gonna happen. We're gonna see if that's the solution, though. We're gonna see. Because I think I was trying to tell BJ, I don't know what you think, Herm, but when you put the ball in John Wall's hands, a ball dominant guy, doesn't that make you have to change the offense, having Paul George and Kawhi off the ball, not being ball handlers, so they gotta come off screens. So you gotta change a lot, right? If you put John Wall in there.
The Clippers was running variations of the triangle, in which when you run a variation of the triangle, you might well say you run a motion. So with Ty Lue, I think all you gotta do is just run some basic motion plays for Kawhi and Paul George to get them over. Or you can run a variation of the triangle, put Kawhi on the block, let them post up smaller guys that get on them. Or even guys ass size, because Kawhi is one of the stronger guys in the league in his position. So there's different ways he could do it. Even with a point guard like John Wall will work out. He just got to use different variations. You really don't. John Wall really don't need picks because he could break down any defender. Um, really, you just got to run a motion type offense, and sometimes when you want to settle everything and you see some matchups out there, run some variation of the triangle and post up Kawhi Leonard more often. It's different, and you do a lot of curl plays with Paul George to his spots.
Is that his game though, coming off screens? Because I've rarely seen that through his career, coming off screens and
Now,
attacking
well,
quickly.
Paul George, if people know the history of Paul George, he never really had never been a ball dominant type motherfucker. In Indiana, he was playing off ball a lot in really most of his time in Indiana. He had guys he was waiting on guys to get him the ball. So Paul George could run offense. OKC, same thing. He played with the ball dominant nigga in Russ. So he could play. He could play with the ball dominant players. So you let
Okay.
John Wall run the show, he gonna make good things happen. When it's good times in Washington, he made a lot of great things happen. He played with some talented guys. And in the day, he got them involved. Just Bradley Beal just wasn't ready at the time. But
So
John
you don't think
Wall, he could make
you don't think
things
the
happen.
shooting you don't think the shooting going to affect him, huh?
No.
Sagging off John Wall, making it hard for them to get driving lane space. What you think?
No, it won't. Cause I want you to think about this. Is Marcus Smart a great shooter?
Yeah, he better than John Wall.
Yeah, better shooter than John Wall.
I'm talking about a better shooter. He's a better shooter, not player. He's a better shooter.
No, I'm just saying, is he a
He a
great
better
shooter?
player as well
I'm
right now.
just asking about the shooting. Is he a great
Yeah,
shooter?
He ain't a great shooter. They're
he
on the
can hit
same
a shot
tier.
though. He'll hit a shot or two or three.
They on the same
Yeah,
tier
he'll hit a shot
though.
or two or three.
Like it ain't a big difference though. You're right, Herm. It ain't a big difference. But,
So I don't think that will affect. I don't think it will affect them as people think it would.
Shit,
think-
De'Aaron Fox a good 3-point shooter.
He
But see,
improved a
Herm,
lot.
you gotta
though.
understand this too. Wait a minute, though, Herm. You gotta understand this though. You asked them, is Marcus Smart a good shooter? But see, the thing about Marcus Smart is he can also play hellified defense too. I don't think John Wall can give you that.
John Wall always been a decent defender. He never been a liability on defense. He never been a liability on defense.
Not after the injuries though, Herm. Like he a different kind of guy now, man. He don't have that same athleticism, lateral movement. I don't see that.
Shit, he look like he can still move to me. I don't know what y'all
Yeah, I
been
don't know.
seeing.
I don't know what. Yeah, dude, he still got his speed. I don't know what. Really, I don't know if people think he's still hurt. I don't know what it is, but he just look like he just like a step faster. Which reality, all he did was just even up with everybody else because he's already faster than everybody else. So that's all that really happened to me.
But up and down speed is different to lateral speed, BJ. And that lateral speed is where the knee injuries and the major injuries he's had comes into play on the defensive side more than the offense.
I was about to say lateral speed is what helps you play defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I'm saying, like it's not to a point where you can just search for him on defense.
I don't know. We're gonna see, man. I want to see the John Wall in the starting five. I want to see that because I want to see what we talking about, man. I want to see because a lot of brothers saying that he's the solution to a lot of the problem. Even Kawhi Leonard pushing for that, and even on a mentality level alone, like when players feel like they're running with the right guys, they're gonna play better. They're gonna be more optimistic, enthusiastic, play with more energy. He's gonna push the pace. He's gonna get more easier buckets in transition. Find guys open, collapsing the defense. So we're gonna see if he can do that, sustain that, and it's gonna be interesting if you put the ball in his hands. And when he doesn't have the ball, I really want to see what happens with that. If he can stand around and hit those open shots that he's gonna be getting, because they're gonna be doubling Kawhi in the post every single time. So we're gonna see that.
Yeah. All right. Well, get some lasting comments, man. Let me hear from y'all, man. What you got, Bruce, and then Mingle Jester, then Harm, and Mellow left. What you got, Bruce?
I know Herm said February. I want the Clippers to do it now. Cannot wait. You have to get a great seed. It's not like I want the Clippers to run away from the Nuggets, but I want the Clippers to get a home court advantage, like first round, second round, and Kawhi to play more, man, to get synergy with the other players, and Marcus Morris needs to be bench, the deep bench, and play Covington. And John Wall has to start, and Tyloo to change his offense because he needs to do it now because his offense that's terrible offense.
Good. What you got, Mingle?
Hey, Kawhi and Paul George, regardless of what the organization say, they need to get their ass out there and play. Maybe the team can get their chemistry down pat. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I agree with that. Big Harm, what you got, man?
Well, Bruce, I'm gonna put it like this: if you expect the Clippers to have a high seed, I think that you taking it too far. I think that the Clippers gonna be fourth or fifth seed. Even if they turn around and start winning more games, I still believe they're gonna be a fourth or fifth seed due to the slow start that I predicted was going to happen anyway. I think the Clippers gonna be just fine. They will see Denver in that second round because, like I said, they're gonna be in that fourth, fifth range. And I think Denver probably gonna hold on to that number one spot. I believe Denver probably gonna stick it out and hang on to it. But with the Clippers, Tyler just got tightened up on his rotation. I don't know how you gonna get guys to buy in now, but I think it's gonna be. I think once Kawhi Leonard set his mark and he set the standard and he basically put his foot down and basically say, "Fuck it, man, let it all ride on him." I think the team will follow that lead, and I think the team will turn it around. But Ty Lue, he got to get his shit together and just use his basketball mind instead of letting his personal feelings and let his personal relationships with certain players get in the way for the betterment of the team. Because that's the only reason Robert Covington not playing. That's the only reason John Wallman is not as good. Because at the end of the day, from what I heard, they had those confrontations. But I think, boy, I think the Clippers gonna be fine, but they're gonna be a fourth or fifth seed when it's all said and done.
Hey, but Herm, I got a question. So, what do you think it's something personal with him and Robert Covington?
Yes, that's the only thing I can explain it because Robert Covington haven't shown like he can't do shit on the court or like he's a real liability. So from what I heard, he is one of those guys that is just as pissed off as Ty Lue too. So it's a personal thing. They got to put that shit to the side though for the betterment of the team. And I think what Kawhi said, I think it's gonna register. I think it's gonna hit. If you see it affected, you see a change of what Ty Lue was doing.
Yes, I saw
That's
it
where you
yesterday.
know. Yeah.
And Young Africa, isn't that leadership? Young Africa, isn't that leadership right there?
That was Kawhi's doing. I didn't know Kawhi did that. I didn't know.
Like,
He called him out, man.
Oh, you mean when he said that we need to play harder, we need to play faster? Yeah, that is
And
leadership.
and and
That's leadership.
even and Kawhi even said, even when we getting our ass kicked, you gotta let us figure it out.
Okay, that is leadership. It's just crazy that the house got to be burning for the man to call out help. You know what I mean? Like shit, you don't. It doesn't need all that, but that's all
Well,
good. That is leadership though.
but
Okay, we
young
give him
Africa, I think they was thrown off guard though because they didn't expect to be playing this damn bad either. So
that. Okay.
everybody was thrown off guard, but Kawhi did what a guy supposed to do: call out who need to be called out, whether it's your teammates or your coach. And clear as day that the Clipper problems is coaching issues. That's the biggest fucking problem that they got.
Hmm. I would say the biggest problem is Kawhi is not playing, and that ain't Kawhi fault, as you brothers say, and PG not playing. But I feel like that's the biggest issue. I feel like a lot of these issues wouldn't be so overblown if they were playing, because a lot of the issues of the team consistency, roles, rotations will be set with Kawhi and PG playing, and so. When you don't have them guys, you got guys starting some games, not starting some games, playing 25 minutes, then playing 5 minutes. So that's tough on any player and any coach. And so I'm gonna say it's gonna be interesting to see, man. I don't see any easy solutions for this team. And when you say you're gonna wait till February, Herm, I've been on it since December about this team, and I really feel like if Kawhi this whole season, we could talk about coaching, this and that, and even if they get it done and if they have the right rotations and sets, if Kawhi is not a top 5 player in the game, and Paul George is not playing at elite All NBA level, y'all ain't going far in the playoffs, bro. And
All
like
right,
I say,
young
and like
Africa, to debunk what you just said, then what you think was the Lakers' problem last year into why they wasn't successful?
AD was the first issue.
After that,
AD being injured. Then it's LeBron James missing games.
so you
Then it's
don't think it was?
Westbrook not playing. Then it's Westbrook not playing well. Then it's
So,
Frank Vogel after that. And he
uh,
he way
so
down on the list. But yeah, that's what I think anyways.
so you always gonna put the accountability on the players first before the coach.
That's yes, always,
Okay,
always.
okay.
That's me though. That's me.
Just want to get that
I feel
understand.
like it was tough for Frank Vogel, man. He was in a tough spot, man. You know, your best player not playing half the season, LeBron not playing quarter of the season, like Westbrook being the first season and not playing with the LeBron and AD, and him having to turn up and do a lot of things with these undrafted rookies and stuff. Like, that's a tough spot for the coach, man. So I don't put a lot on it. I feel like it was tough for him to get fired. Not that it was the wrong thing, but it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day,
LeBron
it's
tweeting
on.
to keep the same energy. So
Man, LeBron never quit. But anyways, and this is the difference, right? If Kawhi's dropping 30 like LeBron last season, and Paul George is dropping 30 and they losing, now we
Steph
talk about
Curry.
the coach as the first issue. But if they ain't doing their jobs and they ain't playing elite when they are in the game, whoa. We gotta hold these players accountable to a certain level. So I'm gonna wait on Clipper Nation. I'm gonna wait to see when y'all gonna hold them accountable, because eventually there ain't gonna be enough excuses in the season to not put it on the players eventually, man. And that's what I gotta say, man. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Hey, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up an empty trophy for the LA
Lord.
Clippers,
Here we go.
empty trophy cabinet. Pull it up, BJ, man. You know what it is, man.
Yeah, all right, man. Well,
Man, that nigga Young Africa wild, man.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
Pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up an empty trophy cabinet. Hey, you my guy, BJ. I find no happiness in seeing Kawhi out injured,
You
Paul
find
George out
happiness to be
injured.
happy
It's about
all
the
day.
team. I find happiness in the Clippers losing, but brothers not being injured. I really want Kawhi to be fully healthy
That's
for the
capping.
second half and the playoffs. I want to see PG fully healthy, because I want to see this team reach their potential, to see if they got it. Because if they don't, and they don't play back-to-backs, they don't get a high seed, or they're injured and not at their best, and now we're going to come up with the excuses of, man, it wasn't their season, shit went wrong, coaching, this and that. I don't want to hear that, bro. I want to see them at their best and see what they got, man. And I hope we meet in the first round, BJ, because I got the Lakers, bro.
Yeah, all right, man. We gonna see. I hope we meet y'all too. I really do. I really do. I'm gonna pray that prayer tonight that we face y'all in the first round.
Hey BJ, if your team and Young Africa, if your team meet in the playoff, first round, second round, whenever, y'all should put a little small wager on there.
Okay. Oh,
Just a
my
little
brother
small.
Africa, if he want to do that, we can do that.
Not much, just a little
Hey, man,
$10,
I ain't a better man, man. I ain't a better man.
I
I'm a better
respect you.
myself, Jester. But we can do something else. I'll think about it. Yeah, but we're gonna
Hey,
see.
I got
We're gonna
something
see when
better.
that's
I
okay.
got something better. Young Africa, if the Clippers beat the Lakers in the first round, you must say, and I quote, Kawhi Leonard is a better player than LeBron James.
Okay, we
Oh
can
Lord,
definitely do that. We can
that's
definitely
gonna
do
hurt
that.
his heart right there.
We can definitely do that.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna have
yeah.
to break it down, explain how he better, show how he proved it. All that.
That's
I'm
gonna
gonna
hurt
do
his
that.
heart
I'm gonna
right
do
there.
that.
That's funny.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I know, man, but that's gonna hurt his heart. That's gonna hurt his heart.
Because I feel like Kawhi's never been better than LeBron, but that's another story. But it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm gonna definitely do that though. I'm gonna give it up if it's due. I'm gonna give it up, but it's all good, BJ. And so we're gonna see. And I hope your team gets better. I really do, man. I really do. But I can't lie and say I don't gain some enjoyment out of seeing the Clippers lose. I can't say that, because I do. I must admit it. I do. Just like you smile when the Lakers lose, right, BJ? I know you smile. I know you do.
I do, but I give LeBron his respect. I will be up here once he passes Kareem, giving a
Okay.
stream, and I want you here. I'm gonna give him his flowers. Then
For
after
sure.
that, I hope that we face y'all in the playoffs.
Oh man,
And
that
when
would
we
be great.
beat y'all, oh my gosh, that's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, okay. We shall see, man. But I hope your team gets healthy. I hope everything that you're saying works out, because I want to see you at your best, man. Because you are a great team at your best. We just haven't seen the best, so it's gonna be interesting, man. But shout out to you, BJ, man. Salute.
I respect, bro. You still there? All right, y'all. Well, your advocate said he's gonna know when we gonna give him any type of blame. Well, I can answer that right now. If these two don't get to the finals this year, I'm going to destroy the entire Clipper organization. I'm going to destroy the medical staff, the coaching staff, the team, Kawhi, PG, Mook, Luke, Reggie, everyone in that organization. Y'all gonna hear me stream after stream calling this team out. So he ain't got to worry about when I'm going to call him out. I'm going to call him out if they don't get the job done. This team was built for a championship. They've had 2 seasons. I say this all the time. We should have a title by now. People ain't going to admit that, but we should have a title by now. And the fact that we don't because of injuries this year has been what we've been waiting for all year. So this is what we actually deserve to get the championship that we were promised to have when we signed these 2. Because now what's happening is until we win a title, it's not going to matter how many times we beat the Lakers. It's not going to matter how many times our season record is or the hype. It's going to be a season that's lost. The expectations of the Clippers is not a good regular season win. It's not the Battle of LA. It's not a playoff run. It's to win a title. So they need to get to the finals. And if by any necessary means they don't get the job done, I still think I'm still taking us to win it all. But if by any chance we lose, it better be in the finals. All right. But man, appreciate y'all coming through. My man, Young Africa, Herm, Bruce, Kess, Mingle Jester, AJ Sturdy, man. Appreciate y'all coming through the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. If Wall doesn't start, yeah. And I'm gonna also say this with, and since somebody Herm put it out there, if they don't beat the Atlanta Hawks tomorrow night, let's say they get beat by 20 plus. I'm gonna make a stream dedicated to Ty Lue needs to be fired. And he doesn't start John Wall, if he doesn't put these rotations, and if Rocco's not getting his minutes, then I'm going to personally make a channel saying, or making a video tomorrow live after the game saying Ty Lue needs to go. And it's not because of what he did for us before in the past. It's just looking too suspicious to the point where it's like he's messing up on things that are just point blank. But I think what Kawhi did kind of saved the team because I did see some difference yesterday with the team with his rotations. He let John Wall play the entire game. He just didn't sub him out for Reggie. He let him play. He saw Reggie was playing bad. He sat him for the whole game. So that shows the power that Kawhi has in his organization. He just has to continue. He has to use it, man. He has the same power as any superstar in the league for their team. But he has to be able to utilize it with his voice. So hopefully that was the wake up call. They got a 5-game stretch. They got Denver again this week. Let's see what they can do. And yeah, man. Great live. Appreciate y'all coming through. Hit that like button. And with that being said, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, put it live. Peace. Out here like swim wow.